Obodo fam, show some love to Auntie B. Hit, like, subscribe, and share. Are you in Europe, America, and struggling in your relationship? From argument to abuse and trust issues, we're here to help.
Lola and I founded Prestige Marriage Academy to transform your story. With 20 years of friendship, 17 years of marriage, experience with navigating the ups and downs of marriage, and personalized coaching, includes 24/7 support. Ignorance is expensive. WhatsApp us at +1732 305 8577 to book a free discovery session today. Take charge now.
Don't wing it.
Join us in creating the love life you deserve.
Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to our channel. Hey Obodo fam. Happy Thursday. Thursday is supposed to be our cruise day, right? Yeah, but we're not catching cruise today. We are doing real life today. Hi everybody, good evening, welcome, good afternoon, wherever you're joining us from. Thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate you. Please give us a thumbs up before you get in the studio or as soon as you are getting in. I've got a guest today. I've been telling you about this young lady. She's based in the US and she's come to share her story with us today. And before I bring her into the studio, just a quick reminder to appeal to you to please be kind. Remember, it's not always easy for people to share their own personal pain, their trauma. But you know what? We heal by telling our stories. Yes, and it also helps other people as well. So that's why people do it. So she's here today to hopefully get some support from the platform and get some help, especially from Obodo Farm in America. Those of you in America, because you know things are different. I'm in the UK, so my knowledge of what happens in the US is limited. So please bring your tea and sit down. Listen with a kind and open heart. Do not judge. Don't condemn. We're not here to put anybody on judgment. It's just for a sister who feels very heavy in her heart, and she wants to just unburden her heart and also get some help from the platform, hopefully. So give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so, and please be nice. Thank you so much, everybody. Her name is Jessica, and I am just going to welcome her now. Hello, Jessica. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Good afternoon, Auntie B. Good afternoon, Obodo fam.
Afternoon, yeah, welcome. Thank you very much for coming to share your story with us tonight.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for letting
How
me
are you
share my
feeling?
story.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I have anxiety, but I'll be fine. Um,
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. We are nice people. I'm sure you already know that. I'm sure you've
oh
seen a
yeah,
couple of our
oh
videos where
yeah.
people come in to
I
share.
follow all the
So,
time. Yeah.
yeah, I would have found they are very good people and
I know.
mature and very supportive people. You can't find any kind of this kind of support anywhere
At
on
all.
this internet.
Oh.
I kid you not.
Mhm.
Within our community, these people are amazing. Yeah, so don't worry, just relax. It's like you're talking to your auntie, right?
Okay. Yes.
Just
Yes.
chill. It's like having a conversation with your auntie, and then
Mhm.
people that are listening. But yeah, but it's a safe place. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a
I know.
safe
I know,
place.
ma. Mhm. Mhm.
Okay. All
Thank
right.
you,
So
ma.
try and speak a little bit into the mic so that we can hear
Okay.
you.
Okay.
All
Can you hear
right.
me better?
Okay. Yes, that's better. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Jessica is here all the way from United States of America. And she's come to talk to us. To be honest, the first time she contacted me, sent me some pictures, I was mad. I felt very, very bad. And it was like I should just enter the plane, go to the US and go and deal with that Mongo pack. Honestly, I just had a rush of, empathy, and I wanted to just comfort her because her face was full of blood everywhere from some beating that she's received. So we're gonna talk through the whole situation. So first of all, you were telling me before we started that you were originally in the UK before you went to the US. What happened
Yes, ma'am.
with that situation?
So I I woke up one day, went to work, and somebody called me from my daughter's school. She was 11 then, so just 11 going on 12, and said, "Your daughter cannot walk." So I'm like, "What's going on? Why can't she walk? I'm 5 minutes away. I'll come pick her up." So I got there, and then she's crying. She can't walk with her right leg. So I took her to the emergency. They did some tests. They didn't know what was going on. They sent us to another hospital. They sent us about 5 different hospitals just to fast forward. And everything that they were seeing on
Mm-hmm.
their MRI scan, because they're not
Mm-hmm.
sure that it can happen to a child or anybody or even a child. So they kept on telling us to go to different King's College, you name it, all the good hospitals in London. And they finally broke the
Mm-hmm.
news to me. And I was heartbroken. They said she
Mm-hmm.
developed idiopathic condylosis, whereby the cartilage in your hip bone disappears. And they said
My
this
goodness.
condition rarely happens. Yes. That this condition
Wow.
rarely happens. And if it happens with older people. And it would even be a situation whereby there would be a little bit of cartilage to build on. But this just
Wow.
disappeared. The doctor, the orthopedic, said in the 34 years of his uh, being an orthopedic doctor,
Practice.
he's never,
Practice.
yeah, practice. He has never seen a case like this. So, and I asked them, what's the
Hmm.
solution? And they said there was no solution. She just had to manage it. That the only thing is a hip replacement, but because she's still very young, they cannot do that surgery for her. So I was
Right.
heartbroken. I cried myself out, and I reached out to my uncle in America, told him this is what I'm dealing with. So my uncle, first of all, he said, "I've told you before, stop showcasing your child on Facebook. Take all our pictures down." They did, he went the spiritual way. So what am I going to do now? They asked
Spiritual
me to be
way.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah. He went spiritual. He said it's spiritual. It's not. So I'm like, what am I going to do now? They all we do is water therapy. They gave me a wheelchair and crutches. This is a child that was walking to school back and forth doing her thing. All of a sudden, we're in a wheelchair. So my uncle
Hmm.
said, "Come to America. There is this children's hospital here, Scottish Hospital in Texas, here in Dallas. Maybe they can help. I've taken all the reports that you sent to me, the MRI, everything. I took it to one of my doctor friend, and they can help." So I turned my life around
Right.
360. Yeah, and I came to America.
So
So when I
at
go
this
ahead,
point, yeah, you have
yeah,
I want to believe that you were much younger then because you said your daughter
yeah,
was 11
12,
when it happened. So you had your
yeah,
daughter quite early, right? Because you are still
yeah.
young. Were you a single
I was a single
mother?
mother of 3 children. I had okay, I got my three. I have 4 children, 4 girls. I have a 23-year-old. I had my first child when I was 22,
Mm-hmm.
and then this girl that brought me here,
Mm-hmm.
she's 18. She just turned 18, and then I have
Mm-hmm.
a 12-year-old and I have a 5-year-old that I have with this Mongo pack.
Right.
So
Okay. So you
yeah,
had two children as at the time you were
no,
moving to
3. Yeah,
America.
3 children when I was moving to
You
America.
had
I had
three.
three
Oh,
girls.
okay.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Was there
So
any support? Did you have any family,
nope,
parents, aunties, or
no.
anybody here that could help? Just you
In the UK.
in the UK. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was just me. My mom, she couldn't really help. We had. It's a long story, Auntie B. I've been dealt with all my life. If I start that side,
Yeah.
we're not yet. It's a long story, Auntie B. I
We'll not
have a
finish.
millionaire father in America
Okay.
here. He said he's not my dad. It's everything. They be fighting me. That's why when I watch your show, people that talk about there's no spiritual stuff, they don't know anything. I just pray God see me through this. I'm going to talk to people and educate people that these things does happen. So anyway, I feel like
Right.
I'm on an island by myself.
Right.
So yeah.
So did you have to take the other children when you were
Yeah, I took
moving? Because you
everybody.
said you
I
turned your life around.
Yeah, I took everybody and I gave my things away. I sold things, just threw them away, and I came here with $11,000. Okay, so we got here, and they now said that okay, I have to stay here. So now I'm thinking if I stay here, I'm not legal. I'm an Irish citizen, even though I'm supposed to be a British citizen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an Irish citizen. That's another
Mm-hmm.
story. So I can
Mm-hmm.
legally live here. So let me speak PG. They can't say Nika na to marry person or something. So right
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
now I'm dealing with this child in a new country. I have no help from nobody. My uncle that's supposed to help me financially crippled for some reason. So now I'm working. They use underground. Yeah, I'm working and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
trying. Then my older daughter, she was messing up, just rebelling because she didn't want to leave the UK, and I didn't want to leave her
yeah,
in the UK with her friend's mom. I don't want. Yeah, I don't
yeah.
believe I can do. I mean, I can do that. I would not be able to do that. So she was
Right,
rebelling. She wanted to go to class, and in America here, once your child don't go to school, they're gonna come for you. The cops will come to your house. So I pulled her. I said, you know what?
right,
You've already done your secondary school in London. You were doing your A levels when we left. Okay, take 1 year out and figure out this thing. Let's work together and stabilize, and then you can figure out what you want to do. So she was working with me. Everybody like a child and a mother because they thought we were sisters. So she's working with me.
mm-hmm.
Everything was fine. And then one day, my friend, a younger girl that was my friend, we all work in the same factory. She met a guy online, and that guy she met online was a good guy. And now we've not done the surgery for my child. So
For your child
what
that's sick. Yeah,
Yes, we now did not do the surgery, and they did a fused. They had to fuse her hip bone because there's no cartilage, so the bones constantly rub together, and she can't walk. She's a constant pain, so they
wow,
fused that hip bone. So we
wow.
came December 2017, and then they didn't do the surgery till September 2018. So after the surgery, I had to
Wow.
move out of the apartment I had rented, and now I'm running low. I'm running low on funds, so but I'm working.
Running low on
So we,
cash. Yes.
yeah, on cash,
Yeah.
yeah. So we moved to this friend that I'm talking about at auntie's house. I asked, I said, Auntie, I needed a ground floor house to stay, and they said I can't take her upstairs because of what they're going to do. Oh, I forgot to send the pictures. I would have sent you the pictures. So because of the machine they had to drill stuff through her bone to fuse that hip bone. So it's a big iron thing on her
Operation.
right.
Hmm.
Yeah. So she has to be on the ground floor. So the lady was like, how much are you paying your current place? I said 1,450, 1,175. So I'm thinking this lady's gonna say, okay, pay 700. She say, okay, pay 1,000 for the 2 rooms. So we were there. So I believe that this family, they're my friend. I'm very trusting to a fault. So I trusted this girl.
Mm-hmm.
So she met this guy. And then at the time we're working. So obviously she can go to school. It takes about 6 months to heal from the surgery. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
taking my little daughter, that's a 12-year-old now, she was 6 then and going on 7. So I'm taking her to school. And then her boyfriend, the girl that I said I know that met this American guy online, the guy is bringing my daughter from school. So we're just doing things together, just trying to help each other. So he kind of heard my story that
Right.
my 18-year-old is rebelling. So it was like, if I had the money, I would have given you to sort out yourself. But I just paid 18,000 for my custody battle. But maybe I can ask my dad if he can help you. So I'm like, your dad?
That's the
Say,
guy
but
that the
yeah,
man.
the Mongo Park stepson was dating my friend. So he not said to me, maybe I can ask my dad and see if he can help
Right.
you because I don't know if he wants to get married or whatever, whatever. I said, okay, fine. So I went home. Then fast forward to when the girl called me, my friend now called me and said, Ryan actually asked his dad, and his dad was like, okay, I'll come down and talk to. I said, so luck is looking on our side. So the man came. In my head, I'm thinking, I was cooking that day. We had the program in church in Redeem. And I'm thinking they already told him the deal. So I let my guards down. I was just flowing with him in church. We introduced us. We sat together in church. So I was just kind of in a happy, giddy mood. So now, I fast forward to when we left the church, and then he told his son, was like, who's Miss Tracy? And I love her. I just love the energy. I love her kids. I really like her. So the son was like, okay, dad, that will work. So it was like, son, what do you mean by that will work? So the son now explained that, okay, this is what I wanted you to. This lady, that, her daughter is going to turn 18. And, if she doesn't do her stuff, she doesn't file or do whatever before the daughter turns 18, she won't be able to file for the daughter. So the dad was like, I like her. I know you guys are trying to set this up for whatever, but I really want to marry her for real. So they came with
Right.
me, and I'm like, yeah, I've never been married before. The man that I have these kids for,
Mm-hmm.
he don't help me. He don't do nothing. When I came to America, I called him and said, we're sleeping on airbed. Your daughter is going for surgery. Please, Shola, help me do this. He's like, I don't care. Is it I want to go to America? I'm like, do you think I just, so he doesn't help me, so I really,
Woke up one
yeah,
day.
like is it I want to go to
You didn't
America?
just wake up to say you want to go to America.
Exactly.
You had to go
Exactly.
because you were looking for the best
For
care
the
for your
child,
child.
I
For
could
your child.
everybody warned me in the UK. The friends like, don't go, at least, yeah, they'll still pay disability allowance. I'm like, what mother will see their child in that pain every day and not want to move? These are the people I live for. Especially, I'm a child of neglect. I can never neglect my own blood. Never. So I brought them. Everybody was like, they were warning me, America is hard though. I did not care. I didn't know what I was coming to face here, but I just knew that I needed help for my little girl. So I came. So now the guy said he want to marry me. I said, I've not been married before. Okay, let me see him. So mind you, my daughter is turning 18 on the 18th of November. So I'm meeting this guy like in October, ending of October. So we have to rush this thing. I didn't have the
You have to rush
time.
quickly.
Exactly. I didn't have the time to know who he is. We didn't have the time to call nothing. And what just brought my
Because it's all
attention
about
was
survivor now.
exactly what even just caught my attention was the fact that he was willing to help. I'm like, I don't see good people like this because I'm always nice to people and they always pay me back with evil. So that in my head, I'm like, another nice person like this. So that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. Let me just do it. I've never been married before. What can it hurt? Let me just agree. So I agreed because he told me, he said, even if you don't, I will still help you, but I like you. I really want to get married to you. So we now started planning, say, okay, how do we do this? How do we do that? Then they said, okay, we have to go to so place and go get married. Because like I said, I don't know the American system. I've lived in the UK for over 20 something years. I came here, I'm new here, so I don't know anything about here. So we went ahead, we got married. So when we got married, I got this new apartment. I moved into this new apartment. He moved in with us because the story the son gave me was that he lost his business. He used to have a business, he lost millions, and now he's because he's a veteran. So now they gave him like he's in a homeless unit somewhere. Like they gave him a flat or so, and that area is very dangerous. It's a bad area. So anyway, so they not.
As at the time that you were introduced to get
Yeah, we
married.
were introduced together.
Was he a
Yeah,
member of your church or is the son that was a member?
no, it was the son's girlfriend that was a member of my church. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, hello. Uh-oh. Hello, hello, Auntie B. What's going on?
Are calls coming into are you using a
Yeah,
phone?
I'm using my phone, but there's no calls coming in.
Okay, you cut off. So I was asking, the son was a member of your church
His
or it
girlfriend.
was just a community
It's
thing?
his
His
girlfriend that was a
girlfriend.
member of my church and my friend at the
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So
Okay. Is he a much older man? This
yes,
man that is a
yes,
much older man.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Because I'm thinking for the son to be old enough to date your friend, that
Mm-hmm.
means is a much elderly man.
He's 18
Right.
years older than I am.
Right. Okay.
So we I lost my train of thought. So
No,
yeah,
you talked
we
about how he was living in a rough area and he
yeah.
couldn't live there. So he
Mm-hmm.
moved in with you in the apartment
Yes.
that you got. Yeah.
Yeah, he moved in with me and then he had 3 kids with his ex-wife and I've got 3 kids. So he told me that he wanted to bring his kids to live with him because their mother was a sorry piece of whatever. So I said, okay, who am I to say don't bring your kids to me? Because my friend's mom at that time, she was like, you go fit do these things, so why you won't bring your children? I say, mommy, I'm with my kids. I'll be damned if I marry somebody and they tell me not to bring my kids into that marriage. So I can't stop him. If he wants to bring his kids, it's fine. The month will just have to be the Brady Bunch. I laughed over it. The woman was like, mind you, you have to think about this. I said, there's nothing to think about because how am I going to tell him you can't bring your kids to my house and then my kids are in the same house? So, anyways,
Was he
fast
working
forward.
at that time? You said he's a
Yeah,
veteran. Was he
yeah,
working?
yeah, yeah. It was working because the way he talked to me about his life history, he's always had a high, he always had a high paid job. But at
Right.
that time that he left his job and went into his business, he lost his business. Now he was in the homeless unit, so he started working with this Facebook. So, but anyway, he left there shortly after we got married, and he got his real job that he does. So, so it was a rough time at the time when I met him. So I kind of
Hmm.
stood in a little bit with the little money that I had in the work, and then he came up after we got married. So
Okay.
now we had a I got pregnant. I got pregnant for him, and
Hmm.
because I've always said, and that was my biggest mistake. I love my child, but that was the biggest mistake. Lesson learned. I've always
Hmm.
said I wanted to have one more child when I in my 40s. So opportunity
After
came.
three kids and
Yes,
one that you are struggling with that is ill,
yeah.
you
I
still
said
wanted
that.
more kids.
I
Why?
said I wanted one because I wanted somebody to stay home with me when I'm growing old. Because I had kids young. My first daughter
Okay.
I had that when I was 22.
Okay, so thank you very much, Jessica.
Yeah.
Let me just say something
Mhm.
about that because we pause not
Mhm.
because we want. I'm not blaming you. We want one we want, right? Okay,
Mhm.
so I'm not going to say why did you want another, but
Mhm.
it's a lesson for anybody that is listening. I always
Mhm.
say to people, if you are in a situation that is not all that palatable for you,
Mhm.
i.e., if you are struggling financially, or you are in a DV marriage, or you are in a marriage where you even know, or a situation, maybe relationship where you even know that there is no future. The last thing you want to do is bring in children. We do talk a
Mhm.
lot here about how your womb is the biggest gift you can give anybody.
Mhm.
Because now I'm looking, you a young single mom with three children, one who is very ill, that you had to relocate all the way from the
Mhm.
US to America, where you know nobody except your
Mhm.
uncle, and struggling to find your feet. So having another child might not, like you said, I'm sure you already said that
Mhm.
in
I regret
retrospect,
it. Yes,
yeah,
for
you
real.
regret it.
For
Don't
real.
be in a hurry to have children,
Mhm.
especially for somebody that already have three children,
Mhm.
or you already have two. Well, it doesn't matter. Do you know why? Because everything gets complicated with children.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's just a learning we're going to take from that. Okay, go ahead,
So,
ready.
so I got pregnant, and then all of a sudden, my friend just started acting weird to some way because she wanted to marry the stepson. She wanted to have a baby, and everything that she wanted, I'm now like ahead of her. So she turned on me for some reason that I did not understand. So it was always controversy. So the first time that this man raised his voice at me, I was talking about my story, my father, my mother, how I grew up with my grandparents, everything. So and I'm the one. It's my story. It's my pain. Why are you shouting at me, telling me, "Oh, you don't have to feel sad. You don't have to," raising his voice at me. I'm like, this is my story. Allow me if I want to cry, if I want to be sad.
So you
It's
were
my
telling
story.
him your new
Yes,
husband. Hmm.
yes. I was telling
Hmm.
him how what I've been through, the reason
Hmm.
why I'm even like going into this. I mean, I went into this marriage. I want to do this for real because I need help with my kids, myself. I've done it all by myself all this while. So I'm just trying to tell him things that have happened to me. He's
Yeah.
like, no, no, nobody did anything for you. Nobody can do anything for you except God. Because, okay, mind you, he's meant to be a minister.
All right.
Yes,
Okay.
he does
Hmm.
prison ministry.
So
So,
yeah, hold
go
on,
ahead.
Jessica. Thank you. You're doing very well. We're
Mhm.
just bringing in the learning. Thank God, I have my lieutenants and chief of staff all over the place here, so they know. Another learning there is keep your trauma to yourself when you're in a new relationship.
Mhm.
Yeah, I teach women
Mhm.
here daily. Your husband or your spouse, especially when you just met them, they are not a therapist. So
Mhm.
there's this show that Cynthia has introduced me to. Now I'm hooked on the show. I can't stop watching it. So Sissy, I'm holding you completely responsible for that. Mm? And women come on the show and they are looking for love, right? I think they call it pop the balloon or something. It's a Nigerian
Mhm.
show.
Mhm.
And whenever they come, when they ask them about their situation, this is live TV or YouTube, whatever, they start talking about, I've been through so much. Some of them will be crying. Oh, you
Mhm.
don't know what I've been through. I'm a single mother. I have suffered. I have suffered. I'm like, really? How is that attractive?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just digressing now. Sorry, Jessica, I will come back
Mm-hmm.
to you.
It's
But the
okay.
point I'm trying to make is that, ladies, please stop. Talk to your girlfriends, talk to your family, get a therapist is a good investment. But please leave your trauma out of your dating relationship, especially when it's early. Even if you want to tell the person, wait, just wait until the relationship is grounded, you know them very well. Because people cannot handle that level of trauma that you are transferring. It's too much. Especially men, they can't take it. They'll be like, this one has not healed. So you see why he was telling you, get over it. No, people
Mm-hmm.
don't. They don't want to hear it. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
just anyone that is listening, please, ladies. I know we are very expressive. We are
Mm-hmm.
emotional beings, but keep your trauma out of your relationship. Trauma, when you're trying to transfer it early on in a relationship, the man, uncle go run away. Oh, he
Mm-hmm.
will run. Men can handle it. So please, that's the learning there. Thank you very much.
So
Okay.
yeah. So because I was telling him all of that, and then because the fact that I think later I found out that he's a narcissist and a narcissist, right? So I was just saying that all that my mom went through, when she had me, how my dad, blah blah, everything, So he's not like it's like he's fighting against me. I'm like, this is my trauma, not yours. So that was the first time, the first abuse. He poured water on me when I didn't listen to him. When I kept on like just talking that this is not how you're supposed to say. Okay, you know what? Everything will be fine. You've moved on. You're old. You're older now. You know yourself or whatever. That's what a husband should do. Not to start fighting me for my own trauma. Then he started using words like "you're stupid, you're just stupid, you're just a fool, you're just a child." This, that, that, that. I said, okay, but you're
Yeah.
with a child.
Yeah. So you were expecting him to comfort you,
Yes.
but he was like, get over it. He didn't offer you that solace that you were
At
looking
all,
for.
at all,
Yeah.
at all. So then it's powder, and I noticed is that like he was drinking that day, that evening, and he was supposed to be leaving to go to oh, this is the second abuse. The first abuse ever was he came, I don't know, yeah. I went to the store. Yes, we went to Sam's, and he said he wanted what's it called, oatmeal. I just met, like I said, I don't know nothing about this man, don't know much about him apart from what he has told me. So he said he likes taking oats in the morning. So when we were in Sam's Club doing our shopping, I pointed at oats. Auntie B, I didn't see anybody that was standing by the oatmeal stand. This man turned around and said there was a guy there. It was because there was a guy there. That's why I pointed at the old, that even him and the guy, they talk with their eyes and say, that kind of way, like women. I'm like, no, I didn't see nobody. Oh, you're a liar. They're not truth in you, blah, 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 blah. Insults already. So I called my friend. I said, okay, like I said, I go bail. I
And
not
this time you
see
were married. You were already married.
already. Yes,
Okay.
already my
So
I met him 2 weeks after I met him. We did the marriage.
right.
So I say, be like, say, I go work out. Say, no, wait now, just wait. You know what's at stake here now. Just, I say, all my life, nobody has ever talked to me, disrespected me. I said, you see, that's why I took care of my children by myself. He
Mm-hmm.
said, just chill, chill. That
Mm-hmm.
was the
Mm-hmm.
first abuse. So the second one is now I'm not pregnant. Because I'm very fertile. And mind you, I knew I always wanted to have a child, but I didn't plan it at that time. It was not supposed to come. Before I met this man, I just took out the IUD I had all the way from UK. These past 5 years, I said, I'm not seeing anybody. I'm not sleeping with nobody. I took it out, right? Before I met him. So that's why it was so quick for the
Mm.
pregnancy. So,
Yeah.
so now I
So
told, go ahead.
let me quickly say something about preventing pregnancy here. Because I mean, those of you listening to me all the time know that when women say I felt pregnant, I don't know how. Some of them will even say I don't know how it happened. Yes, you know how it happened. Okay,
Mm-hmm,
I'm not talking to you, Jessica. I'm just saying generally. Okay,
mm-hmm,
when you are having intimacy, you are being intimate, and you are having kerewa. Pregnancy can happen at any time,
mm-hmm,
except you are menopausal now and you're not releasing your eggs anymore. As
mm-hmm,
long as you are still having your period, if you don't use any protection, pregnancy can happen. So just so you know, because some women will say, "Oh, I wasn't planning it. It just happened." In fact, I'm shocked. They'll be acting all surprised. I'm like, really? Why are you surprised? You were having kerewa, and this is the fruit. So just for women to bear in mind, or men, if you don't want more children, you need to be intentional about preventing pregnancy. Pregnancy does not fall from above. It will happen whether you want it or not. You can't calculate. When we're in secondary school, they used to say that women will be calculating days and say, oh, 28 days, okay, this is my ovulation. Lori ro. It doesn't work. You will get pregnant. So beware of that. Okay, carry on,
Mhm.
darling.
So the second abuse is the one I said I was emotional with my stuff and my trauma, and then this man started abusing me verbally, and I was like, "Who are you talking to?" So I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna take this because we don't right now. We don't have to be together. We can just call it a quit right now." Because at the end of the day, I've never been insulted by any man like this in my life. Shut up, F off, this, that, B, this, that, the B word, the F words, the mother F words, everything comes out. Now he takes his drink that he's drinking and pour it on my face.
Wow.
And I'm sitting down there just looking like, wow. So before that day, my when he did that thing, thank God my 18-year-old wasn't at home. Before then, let me just quickly put this in. My 18-year-old was like, Mommy, I've lived with you for 18 years of my life. I've never seen nobody disrespect you like this. He said, Mommy, I will beat this man. I said, my daughter, leave my affairs. I'll deal with it. I don't
Mhm.
need you fighting for me. Just this is my affair. I will deal with it. She was like, no, I am telling you, if this continue, me, I will do something. I said, leave him alone.
Mhm.
So I called my friend and she was like, let's just do so. Fast forward to that day. Now he poured the drink on me and he was traveling to another state to go for work. So now he's traveling, his son comes, pick him up, and he left. And then the next morning he sends us a text and say, oh, he arrived, this, and whatnot, whatnot, whatnot. So I ignored him. Everybody, even my children, they ignored him. Now he called me and said, well, since we're going to be like this, and he's still going to take care of whatever he's going to take care of for me, I think it's just, he should just leave this marriage. He's just going to end this right now because how can he travel? No matter what has happened, how can he travel? How do we know he'll make it there? Blah, blah, blah. And then he
You
texts
didn't
us the
check up
next
on
day.
him. Mhm.
Yes. How can you
Did,
abuse me and expect me not to cry?
were you pregnant this time? You were already
Yes.
pregnant.
I was already
Okay.
pregnant, early
And has he
pregnancy.
filed for the green card for you at this point?
No, no. After I married, finish, I found out that this Mongo Park was married to three different women at the same time,
Overton, then
years back.
again. How is it possible?
Three different states, man. Three
Oh, you,
different states.
is it not a crime to marry more than one
Yes,
woman?
it is. It is. It is. It
I
is,
thought they
man.
have a lot, something like bigamy
Bigamy.
that.
Yes, they do.
You
But
mean that
nobody is
he was already
searching.
married to different women that you didn't know
Yes.
before he married you?
Yes, in the past. He married, he said when he was younger, he said he married one was his real wife, which is the stepmother of the boy that introduced me to, I mean, which is the mother of the boy that introduced me to him. He married another one for spirituality, then the other one was for party and drugs.
It doesn't belong to the Church of Mormon. All those church people that, all
No,
those
it
Mormon
belongs
people
it
that used to
belongs
marry
to
sister wives. Is it that
no,
church it belongs?
no,
No,
it
I need
belongs
to know
to
because
a
you
kind
say he's
of
a
church.
pastor.
That's what he says. He has, I see his minister card. He has a card.
He
He
has
can
a
minister in
card.
any
He's
church.
a
Yeah.
minister. He's a card carrying minister.
Yes,
Oh
yes.
my goodness. So how did you find out
He
that all
told
this
me
bigamy was going on?
when we were supposed to last minute we have booked everything for the wedding and the rest. He now said that, oh, okay, there's something he needs to take care of. He didn't tell me entirely, say it's three different women. Oh, we are at the venue now. We're doing this. And he now said, oh, there's something he needs to tell me, the reason why we had to go to this place because we went to another town to get married, but that's where his
Right.
kids are. Yes,
Mhm.
the reason why I had to go there is because in where we are right now, there's this lady. It was a long time ago. They never consummated the thing. blah 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 blah. She should have taken care of it, but he just checked the thing is still there. I'm like in my head, how can you not know that you did
You
not
are still
divorce
married.
somebody?
And
Yeah,
you're planning to marry another one.
yes. I'm like, so what do we do? So my friend now, that's why I said it's all the setup from day one.
So the friend, this your friend is an African American woman, I'm suspecting, right?
No, she's Benin girl. She's Nigerian girl, Benin girl.
Okay. So
So
you went
she's
ahead after he told you.
yeah, she said let's just do it that it's just gonna get annoyment that these things happen every day. Since he said he can get annoyment, just gonna get annoyment. That annoyment now we're now waiting. No, this
Okay.
man is not. Yeah,
I thought
so
annulment is you're supposed to do one before you do the other one. Are you
ah,
supposed to marry before you annul a previous marriage?
Auntie
I don't
B, I found
understand.
out that there's so many things that can happen in this country. Oh,
Eh?
because he got the annulment for the two marriages. I didn't even know there was two. He told
Right.
me it was one, right?
Okay. Okay.
So now he's calling, he's going to the girl to get the thing. I even drove there some time. He told the girl, I'm married now. Your mother should have taken care of this years ago. And this like a 15 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
The mother
Mm-hmm.
should have taken care of it. And he also married his ex, mind you, his ex-wife that have kids with him. They just divorced 2016. So while he was married to that one, he was still married to these people. Do you get it now? Okay. And
This
they
is so
got a divorce.
complicated. My
It
head is
is.
spinning from with all these marriages.
It is. It's a serial marriage, if there's any
He
word
likes
like
to
that.
marry. Who
It's
is that
like
person that
marriage.
likes to marry so much? So is
Mm-hmm.
that actress that got married the other day, the husband is the one that
Mm-hmm.
like to marry. Every Eke
Okay.
market day will marry. Hmm.
So
Okay.
so he told me that. So we went ahead, we got married, and so now I'm thinking, okay, let's see how this is gonna work. I really, to be honest, I really wanted it to work. I'm like, I've never married before, so at least let me stop all these strong woman, strong woman, strong woman, strong woman. I need somebody
Hmm.
to take care of me. I want to live a baby girl life. And
Did
I
you
see
think of
potential.
breaking it up at that point when he told you about, did it occur to you
I
that
thought, yes, I
we
called,
shouldn't go
like I said,
ahead?
yes, I
Hmm.
called my friend. I said, see. She said, no, Mona, do it now. You can do it. It's not a big deal, you know.
Are you
It's
easily
just listen.
influenced by friends and opinions of other people that are close to you? Are you easily influenced?
Not really, but it's just because I was in a tight spot.
Right.
Again, like I said, I will do anything for my kids.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
in a tight spot. It was
Right.
the
I got it.
situation
Yeah,
of yeah, No, I'm
I
not.
got it. Yeah.
So I'm like, he said, remember our goal now. Now what would they see? We're looking, yeah. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Oh. So now and also another thing I said to myself, I'm not gonna have any a child out of wedlock because the three kids I had before I was not married. Right. So now I'm thinking the pregnancy part after I did that thing, and then I'm like, he said to me he doesn't want the marriage anymore. So I called my mom. I said, Mommy, this is what's going on. No, they started again. No, we started praying. My mom was like, just talk to him. Maybe you should just apologize or whatever. So I started apologizing. No, this man was talking many things. I'm like, now I'm pregnant. Now I can't turn back. I have to go with it, the flow. So
Mm.
I'm begging him. Now he said, okay, you know what? We should come to Maryland. We left. We went to go meet him there. Okay. Fast forward, we got to Maryland. He's working. I'm always in the house and sorry, in a hotel because we're trying to get a place, but he's always like traveling because
So
he's
you
the
did
like
you
the
move or you just
yeah.
visiting?
I moved. No, I moved.
You
I
moved
moved from
if
Texas. Yeah.
include I mean at this point, how was your child, the one that was ill? How was she doing?
She's using at this point she's getting better. They've taken off her because they took off her cast. The first
Right.
3 months they will take off that thing that they have in her.
Mm.
So she's using crutches and she's just she's healing up. She's healing up good.
Good, good,
So
good.
now,
Because
yeah.
I want to hear that at least the
Mm-hmm.
reason why you left, one of at least one thing is working well in your life at this
Oh
point.
yes, oh yes. At this
Okay.
point, she's
That
healing
gives
up
me
good.
some it gives me some
Yes,
joy. Yeah.
yeah. So she's healing up good, and then we moved to meet him there. So we're in a hotel, and things are not falling in place. He's traveling all over the place because he's the project manager for the company. He's the one doing all the work. So it's never time. We couldn't find a place, and we're all stuck in one room in the whole, like a kitchenette. So I'm like, this pregnancy is growing. I'm tired all the time, and I'm not doing anything. So I told them, I said, listen, if this is not happening, if we're not getting a place here, let me go at least go back to my uncle's house. Let me go back to where I know people. At least my uncle and the wife will help me. So we drove all the way, took all our small things, drove all the way. We came back to Texas. Getting here, dropped me at home. It dropped me at my uncle's house. My grandmom was around then. Dropped me there, and then he left to go see his kids in the other town. His kids live 2 hours away from Texas. So he called me back and said, somebody, the baby mama, somebody is beating the children, one thing. I took my children, police, blah, 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 blah. And I'm in my uncle's house. And I'm like, okay. I told my uncle that this was, my uncle said, let them come. So mind you, I've got 3 kids. He's got 3 kids. Now everybody in my uncle's house. So he brought
You
his
brought
kids.
in his children to your uncle's house?
Yes, we're all living in my uncle's house.
Why? Why did you bring his children to your uncle's house?
Because he's trying to get custody of his kids. Because he said somebody slapped, so the baby, the ex-wife's boyfriend was beating one of the child. When he got there, they told him, and he went to the police and took the kids. He said when he spoke to the guy was violent towards him, so he took the children,
This
and
is
now,
this was so messy. This is so
yeah,
so messy.
from day
How many
one.
children are we talking about?
I'm talking about 3 children plus my three, 6.
And your uncle allowed that for you to bring
Yes,
them in?
yes.
Wow.
Well, just
Anyway,
for
they
me,
have big
because
houses in.
yeah,
Thank you,
it was
love.
a 4 bedroom house.
Okay.
So, and my grandma was there at the time. So we're like about 10 people in the house. So
Jesus.
now he had to change the location of job, and he had to get a job here. And then we're looking for a house in my uncle's house. This man in the night, his children, if they don't do stuff well, or we have 12, we have 2 kids that same age, right? One my biological one is biological one. Okay, now I told you I raised my kids, right? So my child that is same age as his child, then I think they were 7 then. She knows how to do her thing. She knows how to go pick up her, wear her panties, do this. His child that is 7 will be waiting for somebody to tell you to go and wear your panties. Little
Did
things
you
like
know them
that.
very well? Because raising another
No,
person's children is not easy.
it's
And we're not
not.
talking about one child. We're talking about 3 whole children.
Exactly. They
Well,
just
I
brought
mean,
them
what
on
was
me
your
like that.
relationship with them? Did you know them very well before
No, I
moving
only
them
met
into your
them
uncle's
once.
house?
I only met them once when we went to go get married in the town there. That's when I met them once. And then they visited another time at a place that I said I rented that we moved in together with. And that was it. So 2 times before he brought them to live with us. So now he's getting angry at my 18-year-old, always insulting out, causing problems, say, oh, you didn't do this for them. I'm like, listen, I raised my kids, they're very independent. They know their left from their right. These children, on the other hand, they need to learn. Haley is not, I mean, she's not their slave. I'm calling names now. She's
Right.
not their
It's okay.
slave.
Don't call names.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let's fast
Yes.
forward. Uh-huh.
So now,
So
abuse again. My uncle's house, Islamic, the dog, bah, bow, bah, any little thing, punching the wall.
yeah. Because
Everybody,
there are children that are probably have their own trauma from
yes.
their parents and whatever drama they grew
No,
up with.
he is the one, not the kids
Did
now.
he move
He's
in?
the
He moved
one.
in with you too to the in the uncle's house.
Yes.
Huh.
We're looking for our
Okay.
own place. So now he moved in there, he's eating
The
doors.
man moved in into your uncle's house with 3
All
children.
of us, yes. Everybody was
Yourself,
in my uncle's
Jessica,
house.
Abag,
Mm-hmm.
that one not too much. Kilo day.
Mm-hmm.
You, 3 children. Your husband,
Mm-hmm.
3 children.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
how many? 6 plus 2, that's 8. For
Mm-hmm.
another
Mm-hmm.
person house.
Mm-hmm.
Abba. That one too much now.
So
Okay.
so now, um, fast forward to we got our own place. We finally got our own place. Moved into this was it 4 bedrooms? Yeah, 4 bedroom house. And now my pregnancy is getting big. So now my older daughter is getting frustrated by the way he treats it. He's a bully. This man,
Right.
he'll be
Right.
talking to my children like he's drill like a drill sergeant. You know the way they drill them in the army.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like that. And now my daughter is tired of it. So now she's rebelling. They're fighting, whoa, every day. Wahala. So he now said, and I told my daughter, I said, listen, do you know it's because of you? I know you didn't send me, but do you know it's because of you I rushed into this? If you had just calm your head down and do like other people, maybe we would have found other ways. But you kept on doing anyhow. You want to go back to no, you want to do this, or you want to do that one. Now I rushed into this. Can you just bear with me? Bear with me. You need to do this, you need to do that. She too, she's rebelling, and I understand that. So now he wants me to kick her out. I'm like, I'm from Nigeria. We don't kick children out like that. I said, I have uncle that lived in my grandfather's house for in his 50s, was still having babies in my grandfather's
They
house.
will even marry there, self. Bring their
Yes, he
wife and
married
children
there. That's
there.
what I tried to. I said, married there. I said,
We
and so
don't kick
many.
children out. No, our
Yeah, I said,
culture
we
is
don't.
different.
No.
Yeah.
She needs to get the F out of my house. She can be in my house. Everything in my house, in my house. I say, you cannot. And me too, I'll call my child. I say, please, just calm down. Please. It will
Why
not
didn't
be.
you send her back to her dad in the
Her
UK?
dad is another wahala. You know?
But she has a dad in the UK, and you said she
Yeah.
didn't want to go.
Yeah, she
When
wants.
you were going, did you consider maybe leaving her with her dad while you were moving? Did you
Her
think
dad
about
lives
it?
her dad lives in Ireland, right?
Oh, Ireland. Okay.
Yeah. But
Mm-hmm.
he's not in here, he's not doing anything for them.
Mm.
And she didn't want to go to Ireland. She wanted to stay in the UK with her friend's mom. And I told her, you can't stay because people might be nice to you. But once they know that you have no help, it's a
Mm.
different ball game.
Well,
She's nice to
the
you now
friend's
because
mom,
we're here.
were they ready to take her?
She said they were, but I never met that woman. So I can't just leave anybody. Her daughter, the
Mm.
friend used to stay in my house. And I
Yeah.
find it funny why she comes and stay 2 weeks with me. The mother has never met me.
Now,
So
are they
that's why.
a Nigerian family?
No, South African. So
Oh,
that's why I
okay.
did not want her to go live there. Do you
Mm.
understand?
Yeah.
Because
Mm-hmm.
I trust them coming to me. I'd
Mm.
rather let your friends come so I can know what you guys are doing. I don't want you going over there. So,
Mm.
anyways, fast forward, then there was a day something happened. He kicked my daughter out of the house. Finally kicked her out. So I was
Mm-hmm.
crying by the door. I was telling my daughter, what do you want me to do? I told you to calm down. Stop fighting this man. Because not that she's fighting him, he's the one that is tormenting her. So
Looking for
obviously,
trouble. Mm-hmm.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
And he likes to look for trouble. He's a troublemaker. He doesn't like peace. So I'm like, what do you want me to do? You want me to lay my
Maybe
bed outside with you?
it's related to Portable. It
Yes,
must be
yes, yes,
related. They have
yes,
kindred
yes,
spirit with Portable. He likes
yes.
violence.
But
Yeah.
yes, he doesn't like peace. So I was
Mm.
crying outside. He's already drinking. He's already
Yeah.
drinking. Why
You know
you?
the funny thing here, Jessica, it might sound funny, but some people, that's fighting and all that instability, that's their reality.
Mm-hmm.
They prefer it because that is what
Yes.
they know.
Yeah, he told
Mm.
me
That's
down the
why
line.
you need to know where somebody's mind is. Some people, that is they are used to it. To
Mm-hmm.
them, it's nothing. It might be troubling you that is not used to all that violence, but some
Yeah.
people, it's normal. That's their
Yeah.
normal.
He thinks
Mhm.
that's the norm. That's the norm of the day. That's what he likes to do.
Yeah, chaos is,
So
yeah. They love
yes.
chaos. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So my daughter, I'm crying. I'm like, what do you want me to do? Lay my bed outside with you. I have all that. Your siblings are here. I'm heavy. Now I'm like 6 months or 7 months pregnant. So my daughter, just because I said that to my daughter, this might pick an offense. Oh, see abuse. Oh, pulling my hair. I'm sitting out here. I'm pregnant. Pulling my hair and spitting on my face, doing all sorts. Even the
No
drink that I
way.
drank, poured it on my face.
Hey, Jesus.
I was just there crying, say, God, what have I gotten myself into? Why? No, 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 why? So his older daughter, their kids, so you know his kids, he didn't have a child until he was 48 years old. That was when he had his first child. So these are babies. So his oldest daughter, which is still a child, she started crying. He goes, China, what are you crying for? What are you crying for? Get the hell in the room. So the girl now, excuse me, told my daughters upstairs that that's what he used to do to their mom. So you know what I
Brother Ben,
did?
no, he's an AA man. No, he's not a Nigerian man. The man is
Yeah,
an AA man and he's an ex-veteran. So
yeah,
he probably has some trauma from going to
yeah.
Iraq or
Uh-huh.
whatever, wherever he went. Yeah.
So now my children, I'm like, let's go. He took my phone. Hey, another thing he does every time the abuse starts, he takes my phone from me because he doesn't want me to contact nobody. He doesn't want me to. He isolated me from everybody. He doesn't want me to have contact. Don't want me to know nobody. So he took my phone from me. I said, you will give me my phone, no, because I had this phone when I met you. He smashed the phone. He
Has he
still sees the
applied
phone.
at this point? Had you've not given
I,
birth, but he
we
don't
have not
apply
given
for
birth. He has not applied. Was still posting.
that's he has
Was
not
still
applied
posting.
for the green card
It
that you
took me three. I married 2018. He didn't apply for green card in 2021. Story, I didn't bring story come, say story don't finish.
okay. Make we fast forward
So
because of
yeah, let's
time.
fast forward
Don't the
time. Yeah.
15.
So now, okay, that abuse. I went outside with my barefoot, me and my children. That dark place we were walking. We now saw some teenagers in the car. We begged them, say, "Can we call the police?" He didn't let us take anything. Me and my two children, we were outside walking with my pregnancy on the road. We now called the police. Outside, the police came and they now took me to my uncle's house and I told them everything that happened. And they went to talk to him. So he didn't get arrested because he didn't, we were in the scene. You know, the way this their law or whatever. And there were no like bruises because then it was just pouring drinks on me, pulling my hair, and just shoving me up and down. So they said, do I want to press charges? I went to my uncle's house. You know, Christian now. No, you don't have to press charges. Let's just see if we can resolve this. And this, this is just the work of the devil. Let's just see if we can resolve it. Okay. The
Now your
detective
uncle Sabi
came
see devil, sha.
and like they pray 24/7. They fast every day of in life. Because you know
Okay.
what they pursue him. So
I don't even judge him. I won't judge him. But in Sabi see devil. Now they pull
so
your hair. Now work of devil. Now make them they pull your hair. They
just say
pour
Moko
things for your
just
body.
we
Now
should
work
just
of devil. That one I work of devil.
So we should just mend it. We were just trying to mend everything. So he came there. Then my uncle's wife is trying to tell this Mongo Park that me and my husband will be married. You have to learn how to listen to each other instead of talk at each other. We're married for before the woman talk the thing, come on and say, I'm not this, and she's not that. Like, I'm not your uncle and she's not you. That one went to
Let's talk
so for
about. I think we have to because of time. Because we've
yeah,
done
fast
almost
forward to
1 hour now.
when okay, so the abuse continued, just continued. Different
Yes.
places we've
Yeah,
lived.
because you
I
cannot
called the
give us
police.
all the we knew
So
you were in an
no,
abusive
I
marriage.
can't.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't. I can't.
Yeah.
So now the one that happened in California is the one the pictures I sent you. So
Right.
now, like I told you, we moved again to California. His job we move around because of the job. We moved to California, and that's where his families are. Now I've moved away from what I know. Now we've moved into his own world.
We, you still followed him because
Yes.
obviously you are still waiting for him to
Uh-huh.
file for the green card.
Exactly.
Were
So
you pressuring him at this time to at least
yes,
apply?
every time I tell him is a problem. You see what I'm doing? I'm taking care of the whole goddamn house. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, blah, 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 blah. It's always a problem. I say, hey, which one chance
You
I
buy
come use my
market
foot?
too. Now buy market now you
Which
buy.
kind one chance I enter? He will keep promising we'll go and find the lady, we'll not see the lady. Go and find the lady. I say, okay, you know what? Do you know if you told me yourself that if you put this thing in court and if she's not to be found, they will eventually do it?
Now one of the annulments. You are talking about one of the
Yes.
annulments. Never
Yeah,
see
one of
annul all
them.
the three
I have not
marriages.
found out about the second one. I didn't know there was a second one safe.
Jesus is Lord.
So now California came and the abuse continued. And then my daughter one day she was like, enough is enough. My daughter, he give van, woto woto, beat tan, black and blue. He just
Mhm.
raised his hand up, shy. He didn't touch her. That one drag him, do everything we want to say. The enough is enough. Every day. My mom, my mom, my mom. Do you want to kill her for me? No, I've had enough. So I can't. I said I want to say no, no, don't worry, don't. Shh, I'm on the show. Sorry, I'm sorry. Close the door. So, she's like, enough is enough. So now we have to send my daughter away to my cousins in another state. He said he can't stay in the same place with her. Blah blah blah. So now she's gone. I didn't know he had plans all along. Now she was gone, and then he had destroyed his computers because of anger and everything. So I'm like, he said somebody destroyed computer. I said, I don't think so. I asked her. She said she did not do it. Now he's not trying to turn on my second one. That's the one that brought me here. I say, no, you're not going to do this. This girl's a straight A student. I don't want her disturb you. Already messed up the first one. You're not going to mess up this one. So that evening, He bought a bottle of Courvoisier he was drinking. I took a shot and was sitting on the bed, and he was like, yeah, I'm just wondering because you know what, all that stuff that happened, and he likes to revisit the things. So all that stuff that happened, we can be the best. You are my life, you are my air that I breathe, everything, blah blah blah. But things have happened. They trying to tear us apart, and he will preach the Bible too. And
Who's trying to tear you
demons.
apart?
He said
Who?
it's demon. He said there are demons on assignment. Those are his
Yeah, and your
special
uncle,
words.
they're there for the same WhatsApp group of saying
demon,
demons and devils.
demon on
When
assignment.
when
So now,
he is the one that is participating in this demonic attack.
yeah. So
Mm.
now it's a demon assignment. So he's trying to turn. It was like, hey, your daughter is gone now, and I know now that she's not here, she will tell me the truth. She did it. I know she didn't do it. She said she didn't do it. So I'm sure it's the second one. I say, you're not going to. So I told him I did it. Who say make I talk that word? Is I just turned to, like, when you just see a monster.
So at this point, you never still know saying a mad person they live with. You don't know.
I don't know, but I don't know how to. I don't enter the web. I don't know how to take commot. I don't go get belly and all that. So I'm
You
just
never
like,
stay born for this
I
stage.
never
At
stay.
this stage.
I don't born now. No, this California, I don't born now. When I born, self, police arrest them. If they
Now
drag me
boy
to
you
the
born
street.
or girl?
Now, girl, another girl.
Another girl. Hmm.
Yes. I don't
Okay.
born. When I even born, and because I did fast forward, there was an abuse that happened that they now arrested him and they now gave me a protective order against him. But they said because he's the breadwinner, he can be in the house, but he's not allowed to be violent towards me and my children. So for 6 months.
Hmm.
That case, every time I have a case against him, I'll go and drop it. It will manipulate me, will tell me. And then, mind you, they threaten me saying go on life me or say if I ever come out. Now that one I be my main fear inside.
Fear. Hmm.
Say if I ever come out and he don't come tell me now after I done my don't come tell me some things when he do. He say he don't use that thing. Now that thing what we say they cut plantain, eh? You know
Yes.
what your
Yes.
hair?
Yes.
Because I'm minding my words on YouTube. He don't use
Thank
them
you.
shook person 27 times.
Jesus.
Woman, no woman, we say in they follow. So now I dey fear, I don't know what to do. I go
Hey.
call my mama go say, let Muku they pray, not fit do you anything. God not go agree, it's
I
not
beg, where you
protection.
for see all these family people where they always say make you pray. Not be the same mama why they ask you that time when they tell me
No,
saying
my
a long
mama,
story.
no, my mama, no. My mama own, eh? Now say me and now, like I said, I didn't grow up with her. So we're just getting to know each other. So
So she say
that's why I
make you
said to
they
lock
pray
me.
when somebody tell you saying don't use something to shook person
And
27
because
times.
because she's thinking, say, okay, oh, make you marry now as for marriage. She never really know the man in total.
No,
You
no, no, you
never
don't need
know
to
her.
know the man. You know
Mhm.
tell her what in the man tell you.
Yeah, I tell her.
And she still tells him
So
on they pray.
yeah. So anyway, we
Maybe
come.
she just want make you get your paper.
She just wanted me to get my paper and be settled. She knows you understand her. It was
So
not.
let me bring this up. Sorry, my love.
Mm,
Thank you very much. I'm sending you my hugs because this is too much. Even that film they put on self is too much.
mm,
So let me tell you this, and I'm going to say it emphatically. All of them, I want that they listen tonight. See, whatever you are trying to achieve, eh? Because this is a marriage of convenience. The man was homeless, you don't get anywhere to stay. You two,
mm-hmm,
you are looking for something. Both of
mm-hmm,
you were looking for something, so you came together.
mm-hmm,
However, whatever you are looking for, now who they life now they get all those things. Oh, no go they have right person where be say they don't almost buy say maybe we know what will they find. No, if they buy you, American passport will be useless for you.
mm-hmm,
You don't get anything when a green card or American passport could do for you when you know they
mm-hmm,
are alive. Or when
mm-hmm,
your children don't they damaged. Where it be saying years of therapy.
mm-hmm,
So our uncles and aunties, especially all of us, because one person come here darling for here one time. I be here darling now I agree, accept them.
mm-hmm,
Make we know as we go take they advise the younger one to tolerate and continue to stay in situations. All of you listening now, you can tell from how Jessica is narrating the story that it was so chaotic. It was so much, not only how the children were involved.
mm-hmm.
So be careful. If you think you are waiting for something, I just want to achieve this. May I just get this thing? Ah, At
So
the end of the day, you may be asking yourself, was it worth it? Because at the end of it, you know, to give you the green card, they give you.
I not get time, and it's not worth it.
Uh,
And I lost a lot. I lost a lot. Put
yeah,
my
you know, give
children
her the
through
green card
so
eventually.
much trauma. So
Yeah.
now it just started though. This man don't carry knife. Oh. I they go bathroom, me leave me alone, they pull me. Next, you don't, oh sorry, don't carry that thing. You can't put that for my throat. Now so they blow me. Who you think? You think you're this? You think you're one eyes beneath queen? You'll be going on, you'll be bucking your chest at me. You think you're this? Bam! Now so that night, 24 blows to my head.
You they
The
count am.
last one. Ah, I dey counter, I not fit move. I dey counter.
Sorry, Jessica. I don't mean to laugh.
I
But I never
understand.
hear somebody will say 24 blows. I don't know
I
say
dey
na 24. You dey
ah,
count am.
I dey counter because I not fit fight back. I not fit move.
Yeah,
Because he put that thing for my
pẹ̀lẹ́.
throat. He say if I move, and I know
Hey,
I they see in eye, and he don't drink, and I know say no they feel controlling drink. So
hey.
when he can't drop that thing, he can't see the last bottle. He saying go break out from my head. All I kept on saying, well, Holy Spirit help me, God help me, God help me. I thought I was gonna
And you say
die.
na card carrying preacher, na him be this man so.
Yes. So when that thing when he dropped that thing, I know say my spirit told me, if you don't rush this guy, your enemy could just buy for here. Your children did the next room for the hotel room. God, that I use my eye head as he dropped that thing, carry the bottle we want. That's why I knock and grab in two hand, mm, rush am, reach the door. Then I bang on the wall. Book, 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 book. Luckily, my daughter will carry me come that brought me here. She was
Mhm.
awake. She just went. She said she went to the toilet. She couldn't go back to sleep, so she was just on her phone. As she heard that book, 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 and she run, take the key because we always leave a key with them. Take the key from our own room now. Open the door. Now so the man run. By the time she opened the door, blood everywhere. So police, they call police. He flee. He can't carry my phone, carry everything. He flee the scene. As my daughter, they won't try to drag my bag and my phone from her. He almost ran her leg over. So police come now. They come say, okay, wait till they happen. I give them the whole story. But now I can't. I'm like I'm hypertensive now. Like I was hypertensive. So the police was like, she needs to go to the hospital right now. So they said they can't carry me and my children. The police said, no, you have to because it was COVID time. So you have to carry her. So they took me to the hospital. Fast forward, they kept me there for like the whole day. And they now told them, what do you have? So his own three children now was now left behind because the ambulance said they can't take, it's only the sick person they can take to the hospital. It was the police that said, you must take her and her children. There's nowhere for them to stay. So these children, I don't have nowhere to take his children to because he took my phone. I don't have his family member number off heart. I only gave them the address and they said they can't go there without calling them. So they took his kids to CPS. Now my own children follow me hospital. When we got there, I stayed there the whole day. They now bought me. I now told them I don't have anybody here, but I have a cousin in another town in California. And I bought me a ticket, train ticket, booked me an Uber to go to the apartment. That was when I didn't even know all that happened. I saw blood everywhere, saw the trauma again. So I
I
entered.
thought I heard that there was something, is it Wawa or Vawa or American
Yes,
people? You people should
yes,
please correct me. Is there nothing? There's something in
yes,
America when you're going through domestic
yes,
violence that
yes,
they can use to
VAWA.
give you paper. Were you
Yes.
aware of this? You
I
know this
found that
thing.
out after this incident. See, after this incident, after this one, I
Mhm.
did talk. So I found out about that one when I went to the other side in California to my cousin. So I was not there, and then my cousin called him, come to say, you know who you touch, so person where would Now my cousin won't fight him. Next thing they became, I don't understand why he manipulated the whole situation. They became friends. So I called the shelter everything, the resources they gave me, but everywhere they keep telling me it's full, it's full, it's full. We are full. Call back tomorrow. We are full. Call back tomorrow. So I gave up. So now no funds. I'm with a little girl. My little girl just turned one, and I have these other two kids. My other daughter is in the other side. So what else to do? When my cousin decided to settle us, I went back. That would have been when
Which
I should
cousin
have
settle
left.
now?
My cousin, that one to the military in day for
Man
the
or
same
woman?
state. Na man, na man.
He settle now after this incident where they carry knife
Yeah.
put for your neck.
Yes. I went back, Auntie B. I went back.
Jesus is Lord.
because I didn't have nowhere to go. I went back.
What do you mean you don't have anywhere to go?
I don't nobody to take me. I'm not working. I'm illegal. I don't work. Nothing.
The place that they put you, Uncle, what about that place they put you?
My cousin's place. Yeah, now
Uh,
the same
he,
cousin I said to us now. So what did I want mean if he said to
okay,
now?
what made you
Yeah.
come out for a house?
It's 2 bedroom. It wasn't really like he had his own issues he was dealing with, and then it's a 2 bedroom place. So I guess I don't know. We settled, and I went back.
This
So
time around, you have 4 children.
yes, I have 4 children. So I went. So me and my 3 children were staying with my cousin. After a while, we settled, and I went back. Now the abuse continues. We've got a place in. We moved from.
So, sorry, Jessica, let me just interject.
Mm,
That's the way it won't buy you.
mm,
When you don't talk, say go buy you.
mm-hmm.
I'm saying this generally now, but the fan people are not liking this show. This is a true life story, and we learn more from human stories. It sounds like Nollywood. It's not Nollywood. It happened to Jessica, and she's here telling us the story. People are listening. You are whatever emotions you are feeling right now. Please take a minute to like, because this can actually save somebody's life. Now, why they always beg Una to please give the video a thumbs up, share it. Okay, these stories are very very difficult stories. That not easy, not sweet, but they are important because it's happening to somebody out there. Now, the point I wanted to bring out here, guys, please take a minute to like. An abuser is always an abuser. They know they change. Mongo Park is a Mongo Park. If you think, oh, distance is a beg, or nah. Person way they when won't buy you, you go always won't buy you. So going back, all those people that always say, ah, we'll go settle them, we settle them. Let us pray. Is devil, is demon, whatever category you want put on. It doesn't work. Abusers are abusers. Okay? So going back, I already know that you're going back to the
Yes.
same treatment. Yeah?
Mhm.
Abi?
So
Abi so?
yes, I went back to the same treatment. So
Yeah.
now it just became a pattern in our house. Every other week, police go come. It just became a pattern, and this case, and it's even to the issue that he's so insecure that he follows me everywhere. My location has to be on. I have to give him my phone password. I have to everything needs to be now. Fast, we already apply for paper now. When
Mm-hmm.
we moved to Georgia, and we're supposed to buy a home in Georgia at the time. And then we moved to that home. So and he now applied for me. He didn't apply for all the children, no. Because my older one now is now turning 21. He don't store. Now I say no. Even if you not get the money, you go carry loan, you go do this thing. I say because all the money we will get. Now your children custody battle, now you they spend that on.
What
They
you need
like to
custody
fight.
for?
He
That
won't
kind of
control.
violent person, what did they take the children do?
Exactly. He won't collect children. He don't start out with my own picking now. He won't collect children. He won't collect children. All the money now, lawyer. So I now said no. So you must then let's go get a loan. So we can't apply for the paper. Eh, Mind you, like I said, every other week police go show. And this man like to drink. I go tell her, say, I put drink down. No way. He likes to drink. And when he drinks, he can't take his
He
drink.
can't handle
So
his alcohol.
yeah, he
Yeah.
can't handle it. And the fact that me, I'm an assertive person. You cannot expect me to just see black. I go come call her red because say I won't bow down to you. In
So
as
with
much as I did
33,
try.
the 33 blow where you collect for head, you never still learn to keep your mouth shut and not to be assertive for this situation where you did so.
Sometimes after a while, when I don't know how to explain it. This man will continue to, when you the wine clock, you the wine am. When you finally wine it to the end, you go release and you go back, you go prrr, yeah. He will whine you and whine you. No, you can never. When you're too nice, is a problem. When you're not nice, is a problem. Hey, no, I went through hell.
Hmm.
So now, and now got my work authorization 2022. And I say, okay, let me go and work. Oh, this man say, no, if we work, you have to. I never get the job. You don't they calculate how much I won't get. And mind you, you're already carrying the bills. The bills, as according to the way you calculate the bills that we had in Georgia, then you said it was $11,000 monthly for everything. You were carrying it by yourself. You have a good job. So why this my small change now? Now you won't come keep.
He said, no, that we have to put all the money together, right? On a good day, if it was a man, that is not irrational and does not do what he does, his money, he earns
For
like
listen.
many million times than I. Yeah, exactly. I go listen. But me, I know the kind of
Mhm.
person when he be, because anything happen, in they seize credit card when he put my name, they cut all. If anything happen, he will cut everything off so that I will not
That's
have any.
manipulation.
Yeah,
Now, one of the tactics where abusers they use with that is to
yeah,
control you.
yeah. It will cut everything off. I won't have. I can't even make a phone call to say, okay, please meet me here or come and rescue me, or So now I say no, I can't do that. I started this work. I work for 1 month. I be 2, 3 months. I enter house. Every paycheck, this man they collect 500 from my paycheck every
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks. And how much are
Mm-hmm.
they earn? Like 1,000. Sometimes when they go and do tax, he will come go like 900. Whatever. He won't collect 500. I'm like, no, I can't be going through this abuse, looking after your children, looking after you, the house, everything. Go work, then you can't collect my money. I say, you know what? It's better to just stay house. Make I dey do my thing. And then another thing he did, when after that 500 though, he now said, no, that 500 not reach again. Now make we put everything together, because now I don't see side they get small change to myself. No, we have to put everything together. Then we will pay all the bills.
Do
Then
50
whatever
50.
remain, we'll put some. Yeah, we'll put no, not 50-50. He said we'll just put everything in one in a joint account. My paycheck must go inside joint account. We'll get joint. We'll put down for the joint account. Then he will take care of all the bills, and then whatever is left, he will now put some in the savings. Then small change, maybe like $100, like that will come be our pocket money. Now we'll come now. I want to spend down. When me, I know, say, if time God, if I need to do something, you're going to just be irrational and not let me do what I need to. Let's say
You get
emergency come
access
now.
to this so-called joint account. Do you have access to it? Do you get access to the account?
No, no, he runs everything.
So you they submit your paycheck to them.
No, I not agree. Now, then I stop the work. I say no, I'm not gonna do that. Then
Okay.
he said, if I'm not gonna do that, then you might as well stay at home and be the homemaker that you are. Because I say, I go cry, cry, cry. Say, God, what is this? So anyway, now you don't apply for the 2022. That one fame evening like this. This man, after how many numerous arrests for domestic violence, and every time that he does that, he will threaten me. Oh, we're going to take your kids away from. They're going to take your baby away from you. I'm never going to let you take my baby away. This is going to happen. That will happen. They will send you to the detention camp. And they tell this man. In my mind, I say, this man no understand. Say I be EU citizen. Which one be tell? I did not just come from Nigeria, but he keeps threatening me. I'm not. I'm not thinking. When you've lost yourself, you don't even know yourself anymore. You've
Hmm.
taken too much that you don't know your. I felt like I lost myself. I couldn't. I felt helpless. I couldn't help myself. I
Hmm.
have little or no resources. I don't make friends. I don't go anywhere since I've been in America. I've not been to one Nigerian party. Not
Hmm.
one.
Hmm.
I've not been. I stay at home. He follows me everywhere. We go groceries together. So that fateful evening, this man molested my 10-year-old. She was 10 then.
Is it your daughter?
My own biological child, yes.
One of the children when you bring from the
One of the
from
children I bring up from UK, yes. Molested her, the girl.
child.
I failed my
Hmm.
child, Auntie B. I failed
It's
my
okay.
child.
It's okay. It's okay. It's not your fault.
Mm.
There were very poor choices that were made, and the people that were advising you not advise you well at all. Your uncle, your cousin, and all the people saying going back. After that major incident where if say won't buy you, going back was a no-no. If now even to come back to the UK, if you pack your things together, say, oh yeah, I'm gonna borrow money, give me buy
I
tickets for
was
me and my
going to
children.
do that. I couldn't do it
At
because
least
he
your
would
child
not.
that you went to America for is getting better now. I'm going back.
Yes, he would not let me. That little girl, I could not leave that girl with her, knowing what I know about him. He would
Hmm.
not apply. We can't apply for the passport without me and him signing.
Right.
You see, we have to sign. He's the best. So I made that mistake already, having that child. That's
Hmm.
why I endured all this abuse.
So you use that child to tie you for America. You can't
98
go
time
back.
me for America. I can't move forward. I can't
You
move.
can't go forward.
Even
You can't go back.
even
Yeah.
when I want to leave, you go seize the Peking. And the laws of this land will tell you, say, oh, we can't stop him from taking him. You can't stop him. You have to go fight for custody battle. You have to do this one. So it was always molested my daughter. I don't call police.
And
I didn't call the police. I did not.
why?
Based on stupidity again, Auntie B. I had a dream before that day. This my so-called daughter that brought me here passed out in school out of nothing. They called me from school a day before. When I had that dream, I saw that they were already brewing. Things were happening in the spiritual realm. I didn't understand it.
Leave
So my
spiritual for one
daughter,
minute. Jessica, I beg, leave spiritual for
I'm
one
telling
minute.
you the reason why I did not. So my
Okay,
daughter,
so you saw in the
yeah.
dream that your daughter passed out in school.
No, no, no. She passed out in real life in school. I had a terrible dream. The next day,
Right,
my daughter passed out in real life in school. And we
right.
took her to the hospital, but there was nothing wrong with her. She was fine. Everything was fine. She wasn't exhausted. It wasn't nothing. She was just walking. The next thing, she fell and passed out, and they called me. So in my own head now, I'm thinking, okay, they have started again, no, you know. So then when I told my called my daughters when my little girl cried to me downstairs because he was drunk and I told him to go take a shower. He went upstairs and he yelled from upstairs that somebody bring my phone. So me, I sent my little girl, say, okay, go and give your dad the phone. She went there and she came back crying. I said, why are you crying? I have to tell you something. I said, what is it? She said, no. I said, okay, you don't want to talk here. She said, no. I said, let's go upstairs. She said, no, 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 not upstairs, not upstairs. So, okay, let's go to your dad's office. She was like, mommy, when I went upstairs, I gave him the phone and then he gave me a hug. And the next thing, he come press him in booby and yeah, she come try to kiss him. He come kiss him. Yeah. So now the girl take she said she can't freeze, she froze. And then when she
Okay.
froze, he now pushed her away and say, I'm sorry, I don't know what got over me. I'm sorry. Can we keep this between us? But my picking can't tell me because right from time when I noticed that they born girls, I'd always dey tell them, say, if anybody touch you inappropriately, you must tell me. Even though they thought say they want unlife your mama, you have to tell me. Let me
So
worry my dad.
he touched
Yeah,
her
touch her.
in a way that
Yeah,
is not appropriate. Now the
yes.
picking when you born for her, or now one of the
No,
ones
the
where you
picking when me carry come. My
okay.
my daughter, my third daughter, because now I had my fourth child with him.
Yeah.
hmm So I now called the older ones. I say, look at what Giovanna just, oh shit, look at what somebody just told me. And it was they were like, mom, I don't know, this is strange. He's never done it to me and my other sister. So why her? And it could just be, it could just be the devil, something like that. So I called him. I went upstairs to go and meet him. I said, what did you just do? What did you just do? He was looking at me.
Was
I
he
said,
drunk?
he was drunk, yes. And I
And you
said, what
say he
did
doesn't handle his alcohol very well.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. I said, what did you just do? He said, I don't know what got over me. I said, do you know I've always said anybody did that to my child, I will finish them. He said, just do it now because I can't live with myself.
So
So
you
I
say you
left
didn't
him.
report it because of your dream.
Yes, I didn't report it. I just thought it was another device to not let me get to derail me for where I'm going. In my head, in my head, once I don't feel get leg to take stand on my own.
So
And I
now
dey
this
fear,
green
say
card nine be everything when you dey wait for.
I say yes. Say if I don't get am, I go fit fight back. I go fit do everything because this man don't. He don't he don't put many things. He has put so many fear in me that I believe that somebody's just gonna come one day, rip my children away from me, rip that child, and just throw me somewhere. So in my mind, I'm thinking I need to be able to stand and fight for my
So
child.
how that child take feel when you no tell the police because of the fear that they go remove you, separate you
She's
from your last child, you dey wait for green card and all that.
Auntie B, she wasn't she didn't first she didn't want to talk about it. But every other time after that thing happened, I wanted to leave. She's the happiest person.
So how you tell leave finally? What happened? What had to happen for you to leave?
On,
Because I know you're not
on the
together now.
on the 31st of May, where we were arguing about something. This is normal, nothing that concerns us. Like a normal couple debate. So, and he's telling me something that happened. it happened to me, and I know how it happened. And he was like, "No, that's not how it happened." I said, "Okay, no, let's call the person that it happened." I called my cousin. My cousin didn't pick up the phone. Fast forward, now he's getting condescending, saying, "Yeah, you don't like to back down." Da, da, da. I'm like, "What are you talking about? This thing, that's not how it happened now." But anyway, no, Allah, you win. Leave me alone. So I got up from the living room. I already saw that he wants to. It's a Friday, so Friday like that after work, he wants to just do his thing or whatever. So me, I'm like, I'm not gonna be part of this today. So I went to the bedroom. He came back. "Oh, yeah, you would think after I do all this hard job, you would think you want to spend time with your husband. But oh, no, we're just having a pure debate. And look how you're doing." I'm like, "How am I doing? I just want to be left alone. Let me be in this room. I'm okay. And you don't know how to lose. You don't know that abuse don't start again or verbally. Now he's now in my face." Because I told him, "I don't want, come and have a drink with me." I said, "I don't want to drink. Come and watch movie with me." I said, "I don't want to watch movie. I just want to be in the bed. It's just, just leave me alone." So now he's starting, this one, he don't they insult me, he don't they do things, so he don't they rant. So now he jumped in my face. And because of that thing, like I told you, that thing that's happened in California, every time we have argument, I'll be having like fear that, oh, what if you go carry that thing? What if you go carry that thing, go shoot me? So sometimes, even though we quarrel, I know they sleep. I go, they watch everything, make my eyes on everything. So now he jumped in my face, and he was like, "Yeah, I told you, you don't do this, that, be submissive, be this, be that, be that, all of that." I'm like, "Leave me alone. Get away from my face, get away from my face." So now I'm looking for how to get out of that space. Now he's backing me into a tight corner in my face, yelling at me, spitting all those ones, just you know. So the next thing I saw him carry in hand, punch me. I pushed him to the wall, and I left the room. So as soon as he saw me leaving the room, he fast forward with his leg. That is, he had surgery in his leg. And because I'm fast forwarding now, now we have interview how many times. So this man called immigration. 'Cause the story will not finish in 3 days. This man called immigration and told immigration that his marriage was fraud. He's called them severally to withdraw, to say, "I don't want it." Then he will call them back again, "I want it." Hence why my paper took so much. So now I'm like, you know what? This is it. I'm tired. At first I didn't even want to leave. I just wanted to go outside for fresh air and come back. Right? So as I went to the car to jump in the car, he ran with his leg, jumped in that car, and didn't want me to take the car. I said, "Okay, no, I'll carry car. I go call Uber." I called Uber. Now I'm not picking things. I said, "Let me just go pass some days in my uncle's house. And from there, I can brainstorm and see what I want to do, because now I'm ready. I'm tired it's past what I can take." So I said, "I can't do this no more. I'm tired. I don't care. If green card or no green card, I don't care. Now who they are alive. And the big show they talk say now who they are alive. Now they collect green card." I said, I am done. So I was about to pack some things. I didn't take the kids, so I just wanted to pack some things and go to my uncle's house, then come back and do whatever I got to do. The next thing, my two children, the two kids, which is the two 12-year-olds, one of his, one of mine, they ran to me, "Mommy, mommy, mommy, dad is coercing so and so person," that's their older sister now, "to tell he called the cops, and he wants her to tell the cops that you caught him." And that brought me back to so many times in another place we were living in, that he was cutting. If he don't want me to leave the house, he will call the police. He will tell them, he would tell them that I'm driving without no license, or one thing or the other, or cut himself. If there's any situation when he's perpetrated the abuse towards us, he will not go and cut his own self to show that we did something to him. So he did that same thing that same day. Apparently, he busted his own lip. So now he's telling his daughter, to say, I saw mommy hit my dad in the mouth." And that one was crying, say, "I did not see anything. All I heard was mommy saying, 'Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone.'" So those two ran to me to tell me. I didn't even know he was calling the cops. And this is the person that tells me not to ever call police. That even though not to knife him, make a knife him, but didn't knife, say that one better pass, make I they call police. Make say police won't bring black man down. A black successful man like him, they always want to bring them down. They in a white home, white people don't talk about anything like that. They always keep it in the family and grow the family. This one, that one. He now called the police. So now I'm sitting there. The police came, fast forward, we judge everything. They were about to arrest me. When the kids, I say, ask the children this question. I say, because, they see him bleeding, even though they see like I have bruise underneath my cheek. I told him he punched me there. I said, but in they bleed. They want now. Then the children come. Then you can't call the children. They ask the children. The children was like, "Oh no, we didn't. We heard him talking to our sister, saying that she should tell you guys that she did this to her." And I saw police was okay. You know what? Somebody needs to leave. I said, I will leave because now I have the upper hand. Since police is there, I can take my little girl. You understand? So I said, I will leave. He don't have to leave. So I pack all my children, both the one we will get together. I left to my uncle's house. Now I'm there. I'm like, I'm done. I don't. So I finally now found a place that I could go and ask for what is it called? For help or whatever. I went there, those ones they weren't talking well. They're saying, oh, we have little or no, we have like little resources, it's first come, first serve, this, that. So I said, okay, you know what? I'm not going back. I don't care. Then I had a bit of money that I got from the tax, even though he split it into two, is me. In my small work I worked, it was I filed. He still split the thing into two because he filed and he put two separate accounts. I gave him my account, he now put his own account for them to share the money into two. So I had that money in my hand. I said, okay, I'm not going back. I'm going to rent a place. I'm going to find a way. After I have my paper, I'll work. This paper can go.
So now you have paper.
Yes, I have paper. This is
Which
this.
paper? What kind of paper did
I
you have
just
at
have
this
work
time?
authorization. That's all. Work authorization.
Was
So
it
I
through
was.
him? Or now he filed
Yeah,
for
true.
you?
Now he file am, yeah. He file am for me and my older one.
So I just want to say before I get to, because if the abuse is a lot and it happened obviously through a number of
Almost
years.
6 years, yeah.
Yeah, so we cannot go through it. We're gonna get to the help that you need. But before I get there, make I say something. You see, when you expose children to this level of trauma, this
Mm-hmm.
level of chaos,
Mm-hmm.
it's not worth it. Because not only you go collect, oh, the
Yep.
children, the one when you touch, the other one, the one when they send come out for house, which is your older daughter that had
Mm-hmm.
been in basketballs with this man
Mm-hmm.
from day one, is not worth it. It's not worth it. You see, sometimes you gotta come to it. I know sometimes I'm not saying it's easy, but you gotta come to a position in life where you say, anything when won't happen may happen. Enough is enough. Because you see, 6 years of exposing these children to this level of dysfunction, this level of chaos, this level of I don't even know what to describe him. This man that is obviously the man no dey stable. You know that already, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mhm. He wasn't mentally stable. Apart from the fact that he's a veteran, he's not okay.
Mm-mm.
He's not mentally okay. All right. So it was just too much. So I'm just begging you guys, ladies listening to me, think about the well-being of your children, because the children will internalize this trauma. They will internalize all this abuse, and it has a far-reaching effect. It will affect their future. I beg. You know what? And because at the end of the day, now what you marry this man for? Not because of green card.
Yes.
He give you the green card.
No, he even did the biggest one after I left the house, Auntie B. Now he's begging me to come back. I said, I don't want to come back. I don't want to do this anymore. So now I rented a place, right? So I was hoping, okay, I'll get this job. My uncle's wife helped me to use her own thing, the rent place for me. Okay, so make I did this place. Now he said he wants me back. He wants. I said I don't want. So I was while I was my uncle house waiting for a place. Interview letter came again for the third time for me to get my green card, and that was like 1st of August. So this now July, I'm starting to move into a place. Now this man is saying he still wants. So when I said, okay, you know what? And I said again, so you know what? Since I'm outside the house now, so make I fit just go for this interview. And I said, okay, if we can be marrying ourselves from outside. At least I know they inside the same house with them again. If you start your way, I go say, come up for my house. If you start with it, I go come up for your space. because I wanted to go to that interview on the 1st of August.
Because on
Fast
that paper,
forward.
you see they pursue.
I see they pursue that paper, yes. Because I
Ah,
felt like,
Chineke.
and then mind you, the fused hip, my daughter had a hip replacement. She finally had a hip replacement in January this year. The second child now had a hip replacement because the fused hip, like it made her disabled. You understand? A bit like her one leg was longer than one, and they didn't even fuse it properly. So now that she's grown, she had a hip replacement. Even though I still receive abuse. That the day I brought the girl from hospital, this man was abusing me because I not go carry one with her. Hey, carry one
Was
another
it
order of abuse.
successful?
Yeah, it was successful. It was successful,
So
and
she's all right now. Her legs are
she's
they're
straight. Everything. That's my only consolation, Auntie B, in all this American journey. That's my only consolation. But this man did
mm.
not end there. This man arrested this girl. I'm coming there. That's the last story. Now, I wanted to do this thing. So and I went there to his house for like 3 days just to gather evidence together. And that's the following week we are going for the interview. So he's already like I'm already sensing in his voice because obviously I told him I don't want any more, right? So now I'm already sensing that this man is doubting because every time we're like, I know you are doing this for USCIS and this one, that one. Why didn't they send me a letter? They only sent you a letter. I said, I don't know. You call them now and ask why they didn't send you a letter for interview. Maybe you're not supposed to. They're not supposed to send you a letter. I don't know. So now I went there, fast forward, and he started Wahala again. Oh. He does I told you he doesn't like peace. We can be sweet for 3 days and then the fourth day is basbos. So I was about to leave that night. I think he didn't want me to go. I wanted to come to my apartment. This now 4 days to the interview day. I was about to leave. I didn't find my key. I didn't find my house key. Who collect key? He say no being. So my daughter, my older daughter, I was waiting outside. He started his abuse again. No, you don't drink bottle of Pinot Grigio. He started his wahala again. So I went to go sit outside in my car. Mind you, I have 2023 Nissan Pathfinder that he bought me last year, and he won't let me take that car. So now my uncle gave me one small car that I'm using to manage around. That's the car. He collected the key. Now, not even my car. And he bugged and he went to put a tracker on my uncle's car. This is when I left his house. So he still did not rest. He put a tracker on my uncle's car. He hires private investigator. Remember, I told you he hires private investigator to follow me everywhere that I go. So now my daughter, I called my older daughter. I was like, come and take me home. She was like, no, mom, I don't have my key. My flatmate took my key. She was supposed to take her own key, but she took my key and my car key is there. He said, but how can you have a car and you are looking for car to go home? Now you don't, that the key of the Camry is gone. Take your Pathfinder. Pathfinder is there. He has his own car. You have take your car and go home. She
Maybe
said,
you
you know
went
what,
there
mom?
to go and get your documents and attend the interview. Why did you want to leave then when you've not gone to the interview?
No, I went there because we have different house, eh? I went there to just stay there for 3 days, just to just to sweet him up, right? Because I told you he's still soliciting for we'll have to be together. I said he will give me 1 year to see if it changes. If it doesn't change, then I can move on. Right? So I told him, you've said this to me before. So now I'm saying, okay, you know what? With the cost of this 15 months contract I have in this place. So we'll be going outside. We cannot put our children through this trauma. My mom was always, we can't put our children through this
You
trauma
don't put
anymore.
knife for your neck saying won't buy you, Jessica. This man don't put knife for your neck saying won't buy you. You don't
Mm-hmm,
touch your child inappropriately.
mm-hmm.
So that I know say at this point here, because we are looking at the situation from a very, very from outside, right? And
Yes,
it different from you that is inside. Because I
exactly.
know an abused mind is not a mind that, can think rationally. I understand that.
Mm.
So the thought of even giving it another chance is something that should never, because now even God save you, say no buy you that day.
Yes.
Now God save you,
And
say
because
you
of
still
the
there alive.
devourer and TB, like I said again, I had no help. He doesn't let me socialize. I don't know what I know now. If I know what I know now, I will not stay a day in that man's house. The first time I heard about it was that California one. I called the lawyer. The lawyer said, make I pay 15,000. Who dash smoking banana? I don't have that money.
So where are you now in the whole thing? Where because we've done almost it's an hour and 40 minutes now, and only 1 hour till the
In
share
the
story
whole
be
thing,
fair.
the whole thing, he got me arrested that, like, the whole thing got me arrested that night.
Mm-hmm.
And he told the people, because my daughter came there to try and get the key from him, and they tussled, did not fight, they tussled, and I did not touch him. So his son is 10 years old. That's the bait right now. Who is using for bait. He jumped in, and she pushed him, like, get away from me. And she dragged the key. Then my second daughter took the key from his pocket and we left. I got in the car and then we left. As we were leaving, I heard him calling, "Oh, this immigrant," because that's his favorite word. When he's called the police, when I call police, he's always talking about my immigration status. This immigrant, I'm trying to help. Da, 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 da. Da." The police came, all male. Now they stopped me on the way, like 4 minutes away from the house, and he's telling them whatever he's telling them, lying to them here. And me and my kids were telling them exactly the way the whole thing happened. I ended up getting arrested, and then there was a warrant for arrest for my older daughter.
Yeah,
Now
because you never called the police on him.
yeah, it didn't end there. Now they slap us with a restraining order, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sorry, protective order. Say we can't go near him, contact him, whatever, whatever. Okay. Now I can't. I was in jail for 4 days because nobody to bail me out until my older daughter now found one of the friend to do it. I had the money to do it. My uncle's wife, she said she didn't know what she was doing, the things she was feeling. They said I'm a flight risk. I'm an EU citizen. I might fly to my country. So they're asking her to bring thousands. So my daughter's friend now finally did it. Fast forward. All of this was for me not to attend that interview. So on that interview day, this man went to USCIS and pulled this petition.
You used to
So
think it's demon that is doing it and it's spirit that is
no,
doing it.
no, no, it's not spirit. He is the demon himself. He
Exactly.
pulled
That's what
it.
I was going to
He
say. You
pulled.
married a demon.
I married a demon.
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
Yes, ma. He's the demon himself. He pulled his petition, and now they sent me a letter that I have 33 days. That I had 33 days to leave the state
Yeah.
before they will start the court proceeding.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still battling that one. No. Now it came to the case of my daughter, just last week here. The
Mm-hmm.
second one was he was not supposed to be near me. He keeps harassing me with phone call. He keeps calling me, keeps harassing me, calling me. So my daughter was like,
Can
"You
you not
cannot."
change your phone number? You know you can change your phone number, right?
Yeah, I'm about to change this phone
You
number
don't need
now.
to keep a phone number that he has. Buy a pay as you go. They say SIM Abi is America different. You can
It's
get
not
go into a
different.
grocery store and buy pay as you go. What they call them? SIM card. Why does it have your number? I beg change your number. I beg.
I'll change it, Auntie B. I will. I don't. My problem is, Auntie B, I won't lie to you. Let me be real with you. I have no help from nobody, no money, nothing. I don't have anything. Now that they've cut off because my work authorization expired in June, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can apply. I think how many days? A month. I've been 90, or is it 90 days or 30 days before it expires, something like that. So I applied in April before it expired, right? So they only just sent me just before all this ordeal. They only just sent me the receipt notice. So when your work authorization expires, your license expires with it. Everything that you got with it expires because they give it to you till that day that you're allowed to work till. So now all of that has expired, and now this man pulled the petition. So when I tried to go renew my license, they
Mm-hmm.
could not renew it because already USCIS
You
say I
have
have to
you
leave.
have you.
Yeah.
It's not only that you have an order against you to that
Yeah.
they're going to deport
Yeah.
you.
Uh-huh.
You have a domestic violence charge against you. The
Yes.
man has filed petitions against you,
Yes,
protective
he wants to
order,
take
whatever
the
it's
new
called.
one now. He wants to take my child. He arrested, got my first child arrested, got the 18-year-old that brought me here, the little child that brought me here, that is now 18, got her arrested. They charging her with felony because he told the police again that they beat up his son. This
So
man is
your
coming
children
from
are
me. It's a case of
they are
yeah.
ending up with they are ending up with, oh my god.
It's a case of if I cannot have you, I will make your life hell. He's warned me before.
So
He
the
told me.
children are ending up with criminal
Yes.
records because of this
Yes.
marriage.
Yes. Yes. Auntie B, that's where we're at. I don't know what to
Okay.
do.
Where is your last child?
He took her. He took her.
Okay.
He went to file a restraining order, and the judge granted like when they will have to have a hearing. So whoever
Mm,
files first, they will let them take the child,
yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So I mean, Bele, I'm sending you virtual hugs because this is a lot. It's a lot. You are facing so much. Where are you now? Are you with your uncle? Are you living by
No,
yourself?
I'm living by myself and I need to live here. He knows this place. He knows this place. I'm not safe here. And right now, I don't even know. They might even kick us out of here because rent is due. Or the agencies that said they were going to help that I cried out to, they keep saying they is confess, confess, have. So it's a
Have
whole
you
lot
had a
going on.
talk with your daughters, the older ones, about coming back to the UK?
Yeah, I told them. I told them that we were even thinking of doing that. And then we were even think I call the thing say I go pass back here, say I go carry the small one pass that other backyard, then pass there, then make I
And you
find
know
Irish
say
embassy. Mm-hmm.
now EU you dey,
Mm.
you know say UK don't come out for EU, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
And now
no,
EU
I be EU, but I know yeah, yeah. London and Ireland, they kind of like brother and sister.
no, Ireland is
Ah,
EU. You
ah,
know,
okay.
no, Ireland is EU and UK don't come up for EU. So
For
the
EU,
laws have
yeah.
changed. Oh yeah,
Okay,
it not be
okay.
like
Oh,
before
okay.
that
Oh,
you can
okay.
just come with your Irish passport or
Mm-hmm.
Italian passport and you have all the rights. So that complicates matters now for you,
Hey, God.
unfortunately. Because the same rights where you get that time before you come out for UK, you don't
Mm-hmm.
get them again now because you are
That's
not
true.
British.
Yeah, that's true.
You see, answer? Hi,
Hi,
Chineke.
God. What can I do,
So
God?
even if you are thinking, maybe you carry your three children, they come back now. Your children, do they have British passports?
Oh, no, they're all Irish citizens.
All of you are Irish.
Yeah.
Okay. My mother used to say something pé tíwájú ò bá ṣe ń lọ, ẹ̀yìn ṣe ń padà sí. That means if you cannot go forward, you can go backward. You can retreat if you cannot go forward to strategize. Because I know you are fighting for your last daughter that you have for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But unfortunately, you're not in a position to fight anybody now. You
Okay.
are not in a position to even fight for custody because you are literally fighting for your life and your three children, and you want to
Yeah.
fight for custody.
I was thinking because I have a bunch of evidence against him. I have a lot. I have a lot. I have videos, I have pictures, I have so many. And then I have his own child again now confessing they were when children talk together. I have a video right now that they recorded themselves talking about the whole ordeal, the trauma, how the girl, the 12-year-old said she was drinking bleach. I called this man. I said,
You
listen.
know, the problem is that you didn't report any of this to the police. You never called the police once. Now you call police for you.
Yeah, I just found no, I called police. No, all the abuse. They got arrested multiple times for
And you,
abusing me.
but you
Yeah.
know, press charges.
I didn't press charges. Yeah. Every
Uh-huh.
time I go and tell them that the police exaggerated the report a bit, say everything is fine, I'm okay.
Mm.
Yeah. But
Okay,
they always press charges against him, but they end up dropping the case because I don't turn up in court. They've always pressed charges, but I
you
don't
don't
turn
turn
up.
up.
Yes.
Yeah. Hmm. Oh, Jessica, 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 Bele.
Thank you,
Well,
mommy.
this is complicated. I don't even know. Let me think a minute, but I will take calls. Anybody in America that has any kind of solution that you can think of, please, I beg, jump into the comment section. Use the link and get into the studio. Well done, Jessica. Thank you very much for sharing your story.
Thank you,
I'm
mom.
so sorry that this happened to you.
Thank you,
I'm
mom.
really, really sorry. You
Thank
see,
you.
the Bible says that when the foundation is wrong, or when the foundation is broken, or what's
Mm-hmm.
the English I'm looking for? If the foundation is not set
Shaky.
straight,
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing you can put on top.
That's
Everything about this thing started from a wrong foundation.
mm-hmm.
Do you understand? But
Yes, ma'am.
a lot has happened. It didn't just happen to you, it happened to your children. Now you are
Yes,
in a
ma'am.
very desperate situation. Um, okay. Thank you very much for sharing your story with us. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You said that you don't even know how you are going to make rent for this
Yes.
month.
Food, rent, I don't know, but it is well. I believe in God. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Okay.
I've exhausted all that
Uh
I have.
Bingbe, can you help me put your Zelle on the screen? Or okay, I'm gonna put it. Let's put some. Let's try and see if we can whatever we can raise while we are looking at advice. Anybody in the US or you are in the UK, what is the best course of action now? Because it's just so much. I don't know where to. I don't know. I would have said she should come back. But again, because she has Irish passport with her children and we're out of the EU now, I don't know how that is going to play out for her. Because Ireland is in the EU. UK has removed themselves from EU. Before, it used to be automatic. So, I beg, guys, let's try and help this young woman. This is too much for one person to bear. Eh? Amaka, are you there? Can you hear me? I just tried to add you and the thing went off. Okay. My link is in the comment section. She needs legal advice. She needs immigration advice. She needs money. She needs cancer therapy. She needs everything you can think of. Okay, she thinker, welcome. How are you?
Hello, Auntie B. Good evening, and hello, Jessica. Yeah,
Hi. Good evening.
I'm so sorry to hear about what you experienced. Honestly, my heart broke hearing your story, and I can only imagine how it felt like going through it yourself, living through the day to day of that madness. The
Thank
thing
you.
is, first of all, before I talk about the lessons that we learned from your story, the first thing I want to say is I kind of understand because in that situation that you were in, you were first of all looking for the well being of your child who had the illness. And
Mm-hmm.
then when you now got together with the man, and you had another child with him, you didn't want to leave your child with him. So it felt like you were between the devil and the deep blue sea.
That's
So
it. Yeah.
in many ways, I understand. However, there are many other things that you could have done apart from waiting for him. Let's not focus on the past for right now. Let's focus on what I think can be done now. I am not a lawyer in the US, but I think that there will be some lawyers that could help you go to the police to say there were investigations done, there were cases, charges that were brought, you just did not turn up. Can they reopen those cases? You are now ready to testify.
Those lawyers, are they going to support her free?
Now, I'm sure that there are the challenge is that we need to find somebody that will be because there are firms that do pro bono work and sometimes there are foundations. I don't know them, but we can look into it because there are foundations. I'm not in the US, I'm in the UK. I'm sure there are foundations that will help, that will do pro bono work for things, that, especially for migrants or for women in desperate situations. I know you said you've looked into shelters and things like that, but I'm just looking at the legal angle of it. I'm not a US lawyer, but if charges were already filed and cases were already opened, just that you were not willing to testify at that time, I don't think those cases will be statute barred yet because it's all happened within the last 6 years. I don't know how long the statutes for those kinds of crimes, what the statutory limit is, but I do believe that if you go to the police now and say you are willing to testify, you were so battered at the time that testifying was going to put your life further at risk. And now, even though there's still risk to you, you need to let them know that there's still risk to you, but
Mm-hmm.
you're willing to testify now and you still have all this evidence that they don't even have. The
Okay.
fact that they ever opened cases at all shows that there is something on file against him. And I'm hoping and praying that that should be able to get you before a judge who can see the madness you've gone through.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. Shitinka, did you have something else you wanted to add?
Yes, and to be what
Go
I was
ahead.
going to say was that now all these things I've said to Jessica, now for those of us listening, the thing that really there are three things. Firstly, even if all Jessica's children belonged to that man, Jessica could still have left. Not only because she was thinking about the child that belonged to the man, and I understand that confusion because in that kind of desperate situation, you would not be aware of your options. But even if all the children you have belong to the man that you're with, whoever is listening, and the man is being this kind of horrible, violent partner, you can still carry your children and run away. Go to
Yeah.
a shelter. Now, I understand that, the shelters that Jessica approached were not helpful. But honestly, please, like Auntie B says, when there's life, then you can do something else. Now, the second thing I'll say, you can worry about everything else once there's life. The second thing I'll say is fixation is something that happens to all human beings sometimes, but even worse when we're desperate. When
Mm-hmm.
we're in desperate situations, we can fixate on one thing and say, okay, that one thing,
I
if
need to
that
get
one
it.
thing is sorted,
Let me
if
just
that
get it.
passport, if let me
Hmm.
get it, and you will you will
What's
allow
the price?
yourself go through
What
of
is the price you paid?
humanizing. The
That's
price is
true.
too
You
steep.
paid so much price for.
I did. I
You
did.
are not
The
even
price
having
is
a
too
Nigerian
steep.
passport. You have EU passport, and this
Yeah.
price you paid for all these years because of
It's
American
too
green
much.
card.
It's too
Yes.
much.
I
And
paid too
the
much.
other thing is, God would have your child. You would have been able to find it, even if you ran away and left. Right now, the Jonas Brothers and the girl that played Sansa in Game of Thrones. I've forgotten her actual name. She left the US and came to the UK with her children. And he's trying to get the children extradited. But you can fight later. Let me just carry the children to safety.
Yeah.
Okay, now the other two things I'll say is when you leave a relationship, especially a violent relationship, never initiate contact or be in the same space with the person. The only
Right.
times that if one has to do that, one must be chaperoned. There must be another man there who is physically stronger.
Yeah.
Because I feel that your children, no matter how, your older daughter is an adult now,
Mm.
your older two children, but they'll still not be physically able to provide the kind of help that you need. So
Yeah.
because again, you're fixated on the outcome, and like I said, I understand, especially when you're battered, fixation becomes even more of a deeper issue.
Yeah.
So that's why you thought, okay, let me go and spend 3 days to sweeten him up. The last thing I'll say is that no matter how good you are to a narcissistic, abusive person, they will never
Never
appreciate you.
see.
You
That's
looked
true.
after
I found that
this
out.
man's
Mm-hmm.
3 children for 6 years. Or
Mm-hmm.
how many years you did, and you took them in on a day when you had barely ever met them, and your
Yeah.
family even helped to do that. But that man will never appreciate the things that you did. You
Mm-hmm.
mothered those children,
I did.
and I want to say that somehow, I don't know how it's going to happen, but the seeds that you sowed in those children's life, may God somehow stir them up and stir situations up to turn around and bless you for that.
Amen. Amen.
Jessica, what
So,
state are you in now?
I'm in Texas. I'm in Dallas.
You're in Dallas, Texas. Okay.
Yes,
So if
ma'am.
anybody knows any pro bono lawyer or anybody immigration that can help in that regard,
The
she think
ones I've gone to, I going to there's this Texas, not Dallas, something legal aid. I've been calling them since this case is there's no headway. They will tell
yeah.
you, oh, we'll reach back to you. They even took my name, took everything. We'll reach back. Somebody will reach back to you in 24
Nothing else.
hours. If they don't call back, I've still not heard from them. I called back already over and
Uh,
over.
Brother Ben,
I
she's in
don't
your
know.
state, but in a different city. Thank you so much, Shitinka, for that. I appreciate that. Guys, please, whatever you can donate, nothing is too small. The PayPal details are on the screen. Unfortunately, I haven't got Cash App doesn't work anymore, and I don't have Zelle because you need to be in the US to use Zelle. So whatever you can just donate. Let's just even if it's groceries and 1 or 2 months, let's say 1 month rent we can help her to pay will go a long way. Please let's just help. Yeah, anything you can, $10, $20, £5, £20, however God lays it in your heart, while we are looking for advice for her on the best course of action going forward. Thank you so much. Amaka, welcome, my darling. How are you?
Oh my God, Auntie B.
Yes, dear.
Auntie B, this is unbelievable. Like, I feel like my heart is shattered.
Yeah, and we're rushing it. There's so much more, but we had to rush because of time.
Please, please, I'm in Florida. I'm in Florida. Whatever she needs. Dallas is like 2 hours from me. Dallas is 2 hours from me. I have friends in Dallas. All of them are in Dallas. So
Right.
my number is 954-549-5600. She can call me. This is unacceptable. I don't care. The man is a veteran. I don't care whatever he lays on you. I don't care. Anything that happened here, there is a cause, there is a reason. You have a lawyer. There's a lawyer that can open up this case. This is
Thank you.
unbelievable. It's unbelievable. At the time that she was unable to go, because remember, I told you I have my own history, right? So
Right.
this is unbelievable. She was called and she went in there. She didn't show up because that's whatever the man has brainwashed her. That's
Mm-hmm.
exactly what she did. And it is a normal for anybody that have been abused for years. Your brain is no more your brain. You are actually using this guy's brain. Okay, you don't know who
That's
you
true.
are. So now she can open up this case again and tell them, I'm not ready to speak, and she will be heard. The problem is that if she going to those borough lawyer, whatever they call them, they're not gonna do anything because they are
That's
free,
true.
so they won't be up there. When I had four lawyers. Four lawyers is the last one. I keep paying. Is the last one that I told this is the end. So I find a Jewish lawyer. So you need a Jewish lawyer. You need people that knows the main thing.
The Jewish lawyer, they charge money. They are not
I
going to do
know,
it for free.
I know they charge money. This is why she need the Nigerian community. That's why she need the Nigerian community. She cannot fight this man by herself. So we need to know her, and she need to get in contact. Like I said, she can text me. I can text her to people that are in Dallas. I'm not in Dallas. I'm in Florida. But what even if it happened in Dallas, she can. I don't know if she can get her keys out from Dallas. I know I have a friend that something happened. She moved from where she is and she moved to Dallas. If you are within the state, if she have a hold of her children, if she is presently with her kids now, and she's looking for shelter where she's gonna stay, and she is ready, and she knows that she is ready, because when you leave Dallas, you are not going back Dallas. You have
Mhm.
to fight him outside the state that this happened. If you fight him within that state, you cannot win that case. So if she's ready to move, if she's ready to move, and she will never have no contact with this man, because if I said, okay, move to Florida, this man will find you. He is ready for anything. So he will find you. So, I need her to understand what she's going into, because there is no going back when she started.
I can never go
Okay,
back.
if
God
anybody
forbid.
wants to reach out to me, you want to reach out to me, I'm gonna put my number on the screen as well, because I know there are people that will be catching this later on, and they have some advice, information. Yeah, Jewish lawyers are good, but Amaka, like we say, how is she gonna afford Jewish lawyer?
And TB, what if I have to say, I feel like if we can make a contact between three or four, like if I have your number or your information, WhatsApp, whatever, I can make a contact three or four people. We can identify ourselves and form a group. She will be added on that group. You know, wherever she is in Dallas, somebody can reach out and at least find a shelter. At
Right,
least at
right.
least we start from a shelter. They
Yeah,
have
I don't think she has a lot of resources, or she has a lot of information regarding these things. Because yeah, it seems like everywhere she goes, the door is closed.
Yeah.
Nah, and that's why she's kind of thinking it's spiritual. It's not spiritual.
no, it's not spiritual. What happened is that she doesn't have people that can move her from the net from where she.
So my phone number is on the screen. My WhatsApp, Amaka,
Okay,
take a
okay,
screenshot and please
yeah,
message me later.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna message you and we take it from there then.
yeah. Thank you so much. I
All right.
really appreciate. Thank you, darling. God will bless you. Thank you. Please, guys, this young lady has nobody. Okay, I'm sure her uncle and auntie in the US, they are tired, even though they didn't help matters with all these church people always saying, "Go back, let's just pray, let's just pray." From the get go, it was a mistake, big mistake. Is it until this man will buy her before they will not another story? Then people will not say, why didn't you leave? You should have left. Anybody that can carry it, and put something in your neck today, he said he was going to do it. Has he not threatened you in the past,
Yes.
Jessica?
Yes, he
Ah,
did. It did.
is it until that you should even be thanking God that you're alive? You should be thanking God,
I
because
praise
this is
God I'm
bad.
alive.
This is really, really bad. Oh my God. Halima, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, my dear. Welcome, sis.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm in the US and personally I'm not into, apportioning blames or all that. I don't believe in crying over spilled milk. It has happened. Let's, move forward and see what can happen. So my advice, I'm coming from I'm not a lawyer, but I know so many people that have filed VAWA. And from all the stories, everything she has said, she has a very solid case.
Right.
So I would just advise she should file VAWA. You don't need a lawyer.
Have you
Go
filed for the vowel before, Jessica?
No, I'm about to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to do that. These people, those people I went to for help, they said they will do it, but they are dragging their feet. So that's
Okay.
another
And you
thing.
know,
So
is it not something
Yes.
that someone can
So
file by
that's the thing.
themselves?
You don't have to. You don't need a lawyer. You just go online. It's I-360. You file I-360. You file I-485. You file your work authorization. Those are the three forms you file. The
Can you name them
I-360
again? Let me put them on the screen. On the
is
screen.
I-360,
I three.
I-485,
Hold on. Hi 360.
mm-hmm,
I 485.
I-485.
85. Yeah.
And the work authorization, I think, is I-765. I actually, yeah, it should be something, but you will see it, employment authorization. That's for you to get, your work authorization, which you already had before it expired. Those are the three forms you need. The
So you can do it
I-360,
yourself.
yes,
no,
you don't, all
I
these
told they told
things,
me I need a they told me I need a lawyer.
you don't need a lawyer for anything that has to do with a form online. You don't, people just always want to be on the safe side that if I have a lawyer, it's going to go smoothly.
Because they
But
said
every
because of the immigration status that if I have filed before now, and mind you, what they told me is
mm-hmm,
that the fact that they already said I have to leave the state and
mm-hmm.
they're gonna start deportation proceeding. They said sometimes they might start it straight away. Sometimes it might be in 2 years time. So I
Okay.
still that still have to be. That's why they said I need a lawyer. They said something about that. With that, if I file the vowel, my vowel can be approved, but my I-45 might not be approved. If my
Okay.
I-45 was still open while I was still doing all of this,
Mm-hmm.
but if you didn't close it, then it's
Yeah.
easy. That I can do by myself. But if my I-45 is closed, they
Mm-hmm.
withdrew it. It's gone. It's done.
Okay. So did you find out if you're already in deportation proceeding?
No, I'm not. I haven't found that out yet, but I don't
Do
think
you
I
know
am
how to
yet.
find that out?
No, I don't. I don't.
Okay. I don't know how I can send all this information. Maybe I can just go to the chat and there's a
Can you send it to me? And I'll forward to her, please.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah, there is a website where you just put your um
My WhatsApp number is on the screen. You can forward it to me.
okay, yeah,
Guys, please use the PayPal and donate something. No, people are not
yes.
donating. To be
I'll go
alone.
ahead. I'll also
Shanu
donate.
Aje, please
Yeah,
donate. Eh?
I'll donate something once I'm done. I'll definitely donate to your PayPal, right?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Okay. So that's
I
it.
don't want to put
If you are
I
not
don't want
in
to put her number
deportation
there.
proceeding, if you are not in deportation proceeding, because if they approve your VAWA, the I-485 automatically, the I-360 you are applying for, if they approve it, you just take, if you are in immigration court, because sometimes they tell you have to leave after 33 days, but they don't put you in immigration proceeding. It has happened to so many people. That's why I said, did you find out? Because if you are saying, oh, I'm waiting for a lawyer because they say I'm in deportation proceeding, if you are not sure you're in deportation proceeding, you can't just conclude you are in deportation proceeding. Right now is not the time to wait. Right now is the time to take steps. Take steps,
Okay.
submit your I-360, forget about the deportation proceeding for now. Submit your I-360, submit your I-485, submit for your work authorization. Once they receive that, you will get, there's something they call a prima facie. Definitely you will get it because I'm very sure you have pictures, you have proof, the police and all
Yeah,
those
I
things.
do. Mhm.
Yes, just submit those things. Then letter of testament. You have an older child. Let her write a letter for everything she saw. Your auntie, your uncle, anybody that can write letters about what they saw. Then you go to the police, get that you don't have any criminal offense, all that. Just submit it to them. Once they get it, you get your prima facie, then you get your work authorization. VAWA takes time. It takes between 3 to 4 years before it gets approved. Between that time, you can start looking at, oh, do you have, are you in immigration court? Are you in this? Are you in that? But by that time, you already have your work authorization. You are working. You start making money. Then you start thinking of, let me get a lawyer. Right now, it's
Mhm.
time to take steps. Just forget,
Okay.
immigration proceeding and all. Let that just be on a side. Just submit the form first. The
Okay.
I-485,
Because
I
even
think, is.
submitting them, I see what you mean, Halima. Because even
Mm-hmm,
submitting them is going to show the immigration people that you are
mm-hmm,
a victim of domestic violence and you are fighting that.
Mhm.
yes.
So you need to have that on record. You don't have that on record.
Yes.
Yes, stop looking for
Yeah.
lawyer. Go online now and
Yes,
fill
you
those
don't.
forms.
The lawyer is just, people use lawyer because there's nothing lawyer will do for you. Lawyer is just going to fill the form, just the same way you are going to fill the form. There is
Okay.
nothing they want to do. People just use lawyer that, oh, let me just be on the safe side. Right now, your case is very strong. If you are able to go to a therapist and get, psychological review, submit all that. Anything you are able to submit to show proof. You just need another thing. If you can get letter from your older child to write everything she saw, what you guys went through, submit the form and just forget about the immigration, the deportation. Just
And
leave
you,
that on
and
the
you, and you
side.
need to disappear from where this man will see you because your safety is at risk. Remember,
Yes,
you said
yes.
he's an ex-veteran. Let him not come
Mm-hmm.
and unlife you.
Yeah.
You
Mm-hmm.
and
And
your
one
children
thing
need to
about one thing
disappear from
about
where he will
our
see you.
Yeah, I want to live here. I want to live here. I'm in
mm-hmm.
court. I'm in court on the on like 20 something. So for the hearing of the restraining order he has against me for my little girl. So by the grace of God, I know that by the time I show them what I have, no, I don't think any judge in their right sense would want to leave that child with him. So I'm leaving here after that court. And the thing is, moving
So
from this
that's
state,
your
I
little
was
girl.
told,
You are
yeah,
still
my little.
is your little girl you are fighting for.
No, not just her. We have cases in court. I told you he got up multiple times arrest. Just since I left him now, he has done different things that led to the arrest of me, my daughter, my two daughters, and now those court cases. I even have another one on the 3rd. So it's a whole mess.
Yeah.
And to be it's a whole mess. It's a lot.
All right. Halima, I'm
Yeah.
gonna put oh dear. This
But
is
I want
just
to leave Dallas. I want to leave Dallas.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I have to say. Yeah, people are saying, yeah, she needs a lawyer. Definitely she needs a lawyer, but she can still submit the form.
we
The
are
what
talking
if
and
you
nobody is saying that she doesn't need lawyer, but where is the
Yes,
money for the
definitely.
lawyer?
What she needs a lawyer for right now is what she can do herself. But when she gets a work authorization, she starts working, she can make money to do
It's
that.
the
Yes,
affordability. I see what you
yes.
mean, Halima. We are
Some
talking
people are
about
also saying,
affordability.
yeah,
What
some
can
people are
you
saying
do
she
now?
can
What can
file
you get
asylum.
now? Yeah.
She can't file asylum because she has been in the US for 6 years. You have to be in the US for 1 year before you can file asylum. It's past that now. But what I'm just saying is, any step you can take, yes, you need the lawyer, you need this, you need that, but any step you can take. Some people are saying
To help
the form
yourself.
is not free. That's one of the reasons why people are trying to contribute now. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So I
Mm-hmm.
understand what everybody is also trying to say. You need a lawyer, yes, but let us still put something in first for her to get a work authorization to start
Guys,
working.
please donate. Oh, we don't even have
Yes,
100. We don't even have £100 yet. Ẹ torí Ọlọ́run.
yeah.
Ẹ
I would
ṣàánú.
I would do the
Please.
PayPal now.
Whatever you can. We have how many people do we have here? 722 people. If everybody contributes even $10, $20, you should have at least $1,000 tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm begging you people. Nothing is too small. Please. This is what we've not done this in a long time, but this is a very, very desperate situation. I'm begging you people. Let's help this young lady. Let's help her. She's gone through too much.
I'll
Please.
drop now so other people can.
All right. Thank you so much, Alima. I really appreciate your contribution. God bless you. I see what people are saying in the comment section that she needs a lawyer, hire a lawyer, hire a lawyer. But it's money. So that's why Alima is saying whatever you can do by yourself, now start doing it.
Mm.
Then later, then you now talk of lawyer. Lawyer don't work free. They don't work free of charge. If you want to contribute, Judith, look at PayPal. My PayPal is obodooyinboconnect@gmail.com. It's on the screen. Yeah, just send it as a gift. That way you don't pay any charges. Send it as like you're sending to friends and family. If you put it as gift, then I just checked now. We don't even have $100. We don't even have £100. Okay, God will bless whoever has contributed. Let's help a sister. Miss Cole. Hi. Can you hear me? Hello, Miss
Hi, Auntie
Cole.
B. Auntie B. Sorry, I
Hi.
muted myself because I'm at work. How you doing?
Okay, hi. I'm all right. Are you in the US?
Yes, I'm in the US. I'm welcoming back. I'm welcoming myself back to your live show because I
Right.
haven't been catching your lives, but I've been listening to your shows lately. But
Okay.
yeah, so I didn't catch her name
Her name
at
is
the beginning.
Jessica. Jessica.
Jessica.
Mm-hmm.
Jessica, I just want to encourage you to keep faith and
Thank you.
keep fighting for your kids. I know, like domestic abuse stuff. Like when I hear it, like it triggers me so much. Because Auntie B, I don't know if you can remember when this lady called and talked about her show, and I mentioned how I rescued my sister for telling my mom to go pick her up if anything happens to her, that I'll never talk to her again. So yeah, so just keep faith and keep fighting. I guess anyone that can chip in, I'll chip in to help. But I'm here in Michigan, but people saying that you don't need a lawyer. Well, you don't need a lawyer if your status is clean. But right now, because I believe that you have an arrest case, you might not be able to go straight in and file because all of those forms they require here in Michigan, like they're almost like five hundred
Yeah.
dollars a piece. So I don't know, like you said you're in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how much that
It's
will
the
cost,
same.
but
I think it's the
it's
same
a,
across the
yeah.
board.
So you're gonna need a lawyer. First of all,
Mm-hmm.
there's this lawyer that I found out about. She's in New York. She's a no BS lawyer. You could have, I'm saying, like maybe if you had known about her, you wouldn't even have to wait for that authorization. Because for spouses, citizens that abuse their spouses, telling them, "Oh, I'm gonna do this to you," and you sitting there scared because you're thinking you need your documentation. No, they can help you. You don't even have to sit there and wait.
Right.
So I don't have her information on hand, but I find out on YouTube because this YouTube university, that's where I find everything. So I'll find out about her information. I'll call her personally and explain your situation and see what she will do for a case like yours. But you surely do need a lawyer because right now, since you have an arrest case and they're talking about within a few weeks, they're going to start like deportation proceedings, you're going to need a lawyer
Mm-hmm.
because since you haven't been filing, I mean, reporting these cases to making police reports about the incidents that had happened, and especially with your daughter's case, abuse case, all of those were cases that could have worked for you.
Mm-hmm.
That could have worked for you. If I'm telling you, like, I've never allowed myself for anybody to use their documents to pin me down. So that's why Auntie B, when I called one time and I said I was here for over 20 years and I don't have documents, do you remember that?
No, I don't. Sorry.
When two ladies called, one was from the US, one from the UK, needing advice, and I called in and I said, yeah, but anyway, I waited for over 20 years before I got my documentation. I was in a relationship. I moved from Michigan to California to get married. My parents and his parents met. They talked everything. So I never liked the this engagement thing. So I was like, let's go straight to marriage. So we went to California. On our way, we had an accident. Going there, he used that incident as an excuse for us not to get married. Oh, let's settle this, let's settle that. No, after 6 months, he started coming up with stuff like, oh, you here with you followed me because of papers. I was like, first of all, take your papers, chew them and eat them. Because first of all, you found me in Michigan. I don't have documents, but I've been taking care of myself. I live on my own. I work legit work. And by the way, I've been doing hair. Braiding is what I've been doing this entire time. I've been doing that with my child, being a single mom, and I sent my son to college, and he just graduated this past summer. I did that all by myself with no documentation. So you can do that. You're gonna need a lawyer to help you just because of this arrest case that you had. If your case was clean, then I would say, okay, go in and file in yourself. You can file all of that yourself. You don't need a lawyer. But in this case, you're going to need a lawyer because you don't know what immigration are doing. And because anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
You know, so
Okay.
just to be on the safer side. But the last time I had your number, Auntie B, was when your phone number, your previous number was hacked. Because I
Yeah.
did text like, Auntie B, please add me to the US group. And then your phone
Uh,
number was hacked. And then the hacker
yeah.
ended up adding me to the group. And I'm seeing all these weird people with your phone numbers. I'm like, no, this is not Auntie B. So I took myself out of the group.
The hacker added you.
Yeah, he added
God
me.
will punish the
He
hacker
added me.
wherever they
Yeah,
are.
yeah,
Ayé wa máa bàjẹ́ ni. I'm going to keep
yeah,
cursing him. Eh?
yeah,
He's a small
yeah.
boy, oh, that hacker. You know, he put
I
his
know.
picture there. He put his picture there. He's in one back country like that. That I say, by me. Mhm. Mhm.
Okay,
So
yeah.
those of
So
you
what
in the
I what I
US, if you want to Zelle, I'm putting a Zelle number now that we can use
okay,
as well. I think it
yeah.
will be easier for you to
That
just,
would work because the last time I tried to use PayPal,
yeah,
it
if you're
didn't
using
work, and I
PayPal,
had
you
to
can
send
just
it
do, yeah, if you do
to.
friends and family, they don't charge, it's free. It's
Okay.
Cash App that bought everything. We used to use Cash App. I don't know, Cash App owner went and go and buy, since he buy the whole thing, kaput.
I know, and I've been listening to your previous shows, Auntie B, because you said you're gonna leave. Don't leave. Do not leave.
Oh,
Do
no,
not
I'm
leave,
not leaving.
please.
I'm here. I
Yeah,
can't.
do not
I
leave. You're
can't.
doing so much good work. Like you're
Thank
doing
you.
such a good work. Like a lot of people
Mhm.
need you. If you had left, Jessica wouldn't have found you. So
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
don't leave.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
and Jessica, don't be discouraged. Okay,
Thank
like
you.
that lady
Thank
offered,
you.
like they suggested, you need to leave Texas. So plan
Mm-hmm.
and see how you can leave Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and learn a skill. Don't just leave. Is your work
I think you should
authorization
start.
still
She should start by changing her phone number, like
Yeah.
her phone
tomorrow.
number? Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Change your number
Actually,
tomorrow.
Texas
Okay.
right now they're back 3 hours. She can do it after the
Today.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
today.
Do
Yeah.
it
You
today.
After
don't have
go
Change
to
your
after
wait.
number
the
today.
show. Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
give him access to you. That's the first thing you need to do.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He shouldn't be able to reach you. The next
Yeah.
thing is
Yeah.
to move away from that place. So there's a
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Zelle number on the screen. Those of you in America,
Yeah.
uh, yes, people are
And
asking, Odedina, there's a Zelle number. Please, can you use the number on the screen? Use the number to Zelle directly to that number, and we'll transfer it to her tonight so that she can go at least buy a new SIM card.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
Uh,
I'll ask information about that lawyer and see her charges and see if she'll take up your case and then charge you later. I don't know. I'll get that information, and then Auntie B, I'll save your number that you just shared.
okay.
Yeah, and then I'll
All right.
text you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Thank you so much, Miss
yeah.
Cole.
Thank
I
you, Auntie
appreciate you,
B.
my
My name
darling.
is
Yeah.
uh,
Pardon?
Martha.
Martha.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
nice name. Beautiful
Yeah.
name. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank
Thank
Have you
you.
you.
got you've got your everything now, right?
Yes, I got it. I had to wait till my son turned 21.
Yeah. But you were
Yeah, so
patient.
he graduated. And then there's a case also that I was listening to. Auntie B, I cried so much that day when that lady was talking about spiritual husband, spiritual stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's me. I'm still battling that. People don't believe that
Wow.
it exists, but it does exist. Yeah,
Yeah.
my prayer life is like 12 midnight till 4 a.m. So, and then I
Mm,
have to come to work.
wow.
Yeah,
So you
so I've been
basically don't
battling.
sleep.
Yeah,
Mm,
I do not. I do not.
mm.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah, Jessica, keep faith and be strong.
All right.
Just
Thank you.
just know that you have your kids to think about their responsibility now. Just everything
Yeah.
that you go through, just think about them, because that's what I do.
Yeah.
The other day my son
Yeah.
was complaining like, oh, you used to beat the heck out of me. I was like, first of all, you need to thank me for saving your behind,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Mm-hmm.
you were talking about kids complaining, oh, my parents this, my parents that, and to be, and I'm like, first of all, you need to thank me, because I never like settled to live with a man just to be able to have it easy on me, or live in a
Mhm,
cheaper neighborhood.
mhm.
It's stuff that we have to do for our kids, but well, moving
Thank you.
forward, we'll get all the information that we need to help you.
Mhm. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you, Martha. I appreciate you, my darling. God bless you. There's a Zelle number now on the screen. Is 1202-718-4669. 1202. That's plus one. If you're in America, you don't need to put the plus, obviously. It's 202-718-4669. Please Zelle directly. We're going to try and see what we can get to Jessica tonight. So let me ask you this before we leave, because we haven't got anybody in the studio anymore. But I'm sure people will reach out to me later on. They usually do. Because
Okay.
people are just kind. Our people are kind people. No matter what you want to speak, you want to
Yeah.
say about our people. We always want to help. Let me ask you this, Jessica.
Yeah.
Coming back to Ireland or the UK, is that an option for you?
It's not. It's an option, but then again, I don't know if I can. If I leave now without taking that little girl, I don't know how to come back and get her because of the kind of person he is. First of all, I know that she's not safe. Like this man will never stop drinking. How long is it gonna take for him to do it to the other kids in the house? If he did it to one, he can do it again. That's my
So,
problem.
so fighting for the custody of that child, especially the child that you had with him, I
Yes.
don't think it's something that you are not likely to get that child now. Okay. So
Okay.
what I'm going to say to you before we leave is that for now, think about the three.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because you've just told us in the past an hour 2 hours that how this man spends all his money on
Yeah.
lawyers,
Mm-hmm.
investigators, this, that, and please don't tell him you are not doing again. Don't tell him you
Mm-hmm.
are leaving him, because I can tell from your own personality, say you self, you they do gbas,
Mm.
so I beg, calm down.
Mm-hmm.
No tell and say you no marry again. In fact, if you even see you tell and say, now just this break to reconsider things and everything, make even know, make even feel say things still sweet. Because now during when person won't leave, now that time they dangerous pass.
Mm.
Especially with all these kind of men, when a day unhinged, they know they okay. The man
Mm.
know they okay. You
Mm-hmm.
understand?
Mm.
Ehen. So I beg, no challenge am.
Okay.
No challenger. If you they talk everything, no challenger. That's why I say change your number.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Odidina, yes, that's the Zelle. That's the Zelle. Yeah, just do Zelle to that, please, so we can. So, I have your number already. The number I have on WhatsApp, is that your Zelle number?
Yes. Let me
Can we
put it
Zelle to
there.
that number? Yeah, okay.
Yes, you can, man.
All right. Whatever I'm able to collect, I'll make sure I send you something tonight, so you can get a SIM card first of all, and
Mm-hmm.
then we'll take it from there. Please, thank you so much, Jessica, for sharing your story with us.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me.
Sorry, we are not able to help more, but the case is really complex and it's something we need to take time to really look into. Do you
Yes,
understand?
yes,
But
ma'am.
I mean, we're
Yes.
ending the show, but the matter is not ended yet. Okay,
All right, ma'am.
we're
All
still
right,
going to
ma'am.
talk about it and find a way to get people to help you. What I'm going to say is that thank you so much, my darling. I'll talk to you on WhatsApp. Now, guys, please, the Zelle number is there. PayPal is there. Please, whatever your heart you can spare. Remember, this is all about helping a neighbor. One mommy, if you are not sending any money, don't say anything in the comment section. I beg. No bring wahala come tonight. I'm not in the mood. Except you are sending money to this woman. Otherwise, no say anything. You are not allowed to do any to cause any confusion there tonight. I always support you, but today is not the day because this is too much. This girl has been through a lot. This woman has been through a lot. It's not only her, it's her children. Now, I think in her mind, somewhere, she's still trying to see if she can take all the children. But I don't know the possibility of that happening because he already tell us that this Mongo Park, they fight with everything where he gets. Even the American wives where he marry, they fight them. If he collect children from American hands, what do you where you be according to their system now, you be European with no legal standing. How are you gonna fight? I don't know. I don't know. Brad Ben, we are about to leave. So just 2 minutes, please. Welcome.
Yeah, Auntie B, I just want to thank you for doing an amazing job. This is not easy. God bless you for at least giving this sister a platform to express herself. And
Mm-hmm.
thanks to all the Budu fam too, who are bringing in suggestions and how
Mm-hmm.
she can get out of this situation.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to tell her because she's having this issue with somebody who is an American vet, it's
Mm-hmm.
not as easy as we are looking at it. So
Okay.
I will just advise her.
Yes, real gem.
The
That's it. That's it. Please. Go ahead.
so I will
Mm-hmm.
advise her. She has to take her time to think through almost every time that man has called police on him, on
Mm-hmm.
her rather. She
Mm-hmm.
needs to start gathering her defense. Even though she's not using lawyer now, she's using lawyer later, she needs
Mm-hmm.
to work on her defense. Whatever case she file against that man later,
Mm-hmm.
I think the system will be kind of tending towards the vet than her. It's
Mm-hmm.
just my
I think he
suggestion.
has an upper hand again because now in the fair reports now. So
Eh,
the Olokpa, they are already on his side.
exactly. So she need
Mm-hmm.
to start gathering evidence, to all the details, anything she can do to counter all those times the man has called police on her. I heard her said she's in court and all that. See, the case is not easy. If she's a permanent resident now, or a citizen, we go to drag her together. But because she's an undocumented immigrant in the first place, and she's been in this bass gross relationship for too long,
Mm-hmm.
that man is a very, very trickish man. That
Mm-hmm.
man has already started working against her for a very long time. So
Mm-hmm.
definitely the man has had pile of evidence that you want to use against her. So I just wanted to tell her that please start thinking smart, and she should forget about any emotion with that man first, because the people who have always been in this kind of situation, sometimes they will think about, we Nigeria, and I've heard this sister talk about spiritual. So people like this, sometimes they tend to say, oh God, let me just forgive him, at least one time it was like this for me. No,
But
this
Ben,
has
you know how many
become
times she go back when she for don't run.
eh.
This one na
So
like na dangerous Mongo Park they talk about oh.
yeah,
Very dangerous one oh.
so
You know,
this
say
one
normally all
right
these people
now,
where they don't be veteran, where they don't go war, so they know they too know some of them know their head know they too correct like that.
yes, so and they like to pull their veteran card at any opportunity. We live with them here. A lot of my sisters and brothers here in US know what I'm talking about right now. You have anything with them, the first thing they want to flag wherever they go is, I'm a veteran. I work for this country. I do this for this country. Oh, I have PTSD. This person is taking advantage of me. So please, my sister, forget your emotions right now. She sounds like a very nice woman. That's why I think she's going back every time. But forget, say you are a nice woman. There are some times that you have to be a bad girl when you are fighting
Thank
some
you.
battle.
This one not be even get to do anything to do with whether you are nice or not nice. Now
Eh.
they talk about.
So,
He said the man
so
don't slap charges on her daughters, two of her daughters.
that is it. That is it. So
Yeah,
that's just all I wanted to say. Please start gathering evidence. Don't just look at your own side. Say, okay, I have picture of when he did this against me. I have a recorded of when he did that. He also had it, and when anything involve fighting between women, I heard in her story when she said at times when the man pin her down, beating her several times, she too, she will get to a point she will retaliate. All
yes,
those retaliation for America now, who call police, show evidence, say this person abused me, now that they first go for. So I pray that God
absolutely.
will intervene for her, God will
Mhm.
show up for her, and we too, may we try our best any way we can help. Thank you very much, Auntie B, for all you do. Thank you, man.
God will bless you. Thank you so much, Brother Ben. Eshe Goni. Thank you. Please do me a favor and help me ask around in that your area, since you are in Texas as well. Turi alone. Anybody that knows any lawyer that can help, that they take pro bono cases for a woman with children that is facing deportation, that is also undocumented in America. Please, Turi alone, guys, reach out to me and you can reach me on my phone number and Instagram DM. Let's try and see how we can help Jessica. This is 6 years she suffer because of one child went no well. She went to the US because of her child that was sick, and every of those children now, including the one she has for this Mongo Park, has been traumatized seriously. She was trying to save her child from a disease that was very rare. In the UK, there was no solution. So an uncle said, come to the US. And truly, she went to the US and the child is okay now. But look at the price she had to pay because of ignorance, lack of exposure, information, and always seeing demons. All this is always a spiritual, it's demon. I'm not saying demons don't exist, oh. I'm not saying that things are not spiritual, but at a point, you have to save your physical life first. Make demon dey their corner. You need to just get out. Because at the end of the day, you go the one that say, if you get the so-called green card. What is at what cost? This man, for 6 years, you say they abuse you. As they abuse you, they abuse your children. So tell you don't touch one inappropriately, sexually. Ah, Mashio. Whatever we can do. My number is on the screen. Please DM me. And thanks to everybody that have sent donations to both PayPal. We haven't done donations in a long time, and I do it intentionally, because I don't want a situation where people will come and, it's all about donating. That's why, I tend not to do it. But when it's a matter of life and buy, then we have to step up. And her situation is really, really desperate. If you see the pictures, yeah, no, it's bad. It's not only physical, it's emotional abuse. It's a lot. At least let's support her to safety first, because when there's life, there's hope. Let's get Jessica to safety first. Even if she no fit stay for America. I always say it, America is not heaven. Even if they say, okay, you must leave our country, at least let her be safe, let her children be okay, so that she can live, the same way she came. So that's why we need your help tonight. We need information about how she's going to go to apply, for the VAWA, and we need information about lawyers that can help. She's in Dallas, Texas. Yeah. And we need money for her. She needs money. So whatever you can donate, don't say it's too small. $5 is not too small. £5 is not too small. As God blesses you. But if you have more, if it's 100 you have, please. Remember what the Bible says. When I was hungry, you didn't feed me. When I was in trouble, you didn't save me. You didn't visit me when I was in prison. And then they said, Lord, when did you see? He said, as much as you do it to your neighbor. The neighbor we have tonight is Jessica. Let's put our hands together and help Jessica out of this situation. Thank you so much to everybody that has donated. Chinye, mommy, one mommy is commenting. I didn't even see because I'm focused on what I'm saying. You're an admin now. Why are you not dealing with it? You should deal with it. That's why you are an admin. Why are you going back and forth with one mommy? That's why I like Uzo. Uzo for don't treat if I don't know what to do. If I don't deal with her now, you would have just taken care of it. Because this is something very serious we're talking about tonight. So no one mommy, I don't want you. Here. Okay. See, I they give you too much leverage because I like you, but now this is not today. Not today. Okay. So please, if you want to send by PayPal, just put gift and choose the option send it to friends and family. That way PayPal does not charge. It's free to send. Okay. Then there's a Zelle number there you can use. You are in US or Canada, and just Zelle, and we can get that money to her tonight. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll follow this up and then see what help we can get. I really appreciate you, everybody. Thanks for your advice. Keep bringing it, and let's try and get this young lady out of this situation by the grace of God. I appreciate you guys. I'm back on Sunday, and I will see you then. I have a guest again on Sunday, but hopefully her story will not be as deep as this one, because this one, it is well. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Chinye, thank you. Bingbe, thank you. Thanks to everybody that called. I appreciate you. And we'll speak soon. All right. Have a good evening. I appreciate you guys. Love you. Bye, guys.